Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schulz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots Podcast, back for another week of brilliant idiotness. And today's episode is brought to you by our old friends at Squarespace, man. Salute to Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Introducing design intelligence from Squarespace, combining 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise with cutting-edge AI technology to unlock your strongest creative potential. Squarespace Payments is the easiest way to manage your payments in one place with Squarespace. Onboarding is fast and simple. Get started in just a few clicks and start receiving payments right away. And get discovered fast with integrated SEO tools. Every Squarespace website is optimized to be indexed with meta descriptions and auto-generated sitemap and more, so you show up more often to more people in global search engine results. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/idiots to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/idiots to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Let's start the motherfucking show. Hezekiah Walker.
What's up, my man?
How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Shout out Aaron the Plumber, dude.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Make sure you're not starting to get me early. You're not trying to shoot early.
I'm not trying to shoot early. I'm just shouting out Aaron the Plumber. Viral sensation Aaron the Plumber.
Okay.
Viral sensation Aaron the Plumber. The star of the Zeus Network. Viral sensation Aaron Plumber.
Why they call him the plumber? Big pipe?
Yo!
What?
It might be that. It might be that.
Why
I don't
they call him
know.
the plumber?
We got to ask Erica Mena about that.
He's an actual plumber.
Oh, he
Really?
actually does plumbing. Yeah.
So why is he a star? I haven't
He's a
seen.
superstar. The guy's viral. Every time he opens his mouth, every time he chucks up the deuces, he's ready to go. And,
Aaron just opened his mouth. Somebody make him go viral right now. I don't
are
know
you
who the fuck that is.
rapping Drake right now?
I guess.
Have you been affected?
Oh, I saw him.
Yo, this guy.
I did see him. I didn't know his name. I saw him.
This guy is too funny.
What happened? He got beat up or something? I did see this. He got beat up.
He likes to catch a fade or two, and in this one he didn't come out on top.
Let me hear some of this, Taylor. I did see this.
But you got to watch the other one is better when he didn't know that the girl was trans.
What show was he?
He didn't know that the girl was trans, and then they start fighting, and the trans girl brings out her voice.
Proud of you, man.
What do you
Still
mean?
using the proper pronouns and you don't have to?
What do you mean?
Still using the proper pronouns and you don't have to?
What you talking about?
You said you didn't know the girl was trans. Oh, shit. She's a trans man?
No,
it's a trans woman, man. Hey, trans women are women, Charlamagne.
Listen, you using the proper pronouns and you don't have to. I'm proud of you.
Don't you think it's more fun when he...
Is it? Oh my God.
Just when you thought that my sexism was done and I was a progressive individual, I found a way. I found a way to make it sexist. I found a way to bring out my true colors.
So hold on, he didn't know the woman was trans?
Well, he didn't know that the woman was trans, so
And so the woman beat him up?
they started.
I don't know if we should. I want to use. I want to use the proper
She
pronouns,
ends up on top.
but I also want to respect the law.
What's the law, though?
You know what I'm saying? I want to use the proper pronoun, but I also want to respect the law. So,
Bro.
So how do we do?
Yo,
Okay, I know how to do it.
respect the law.
Okay, so
Yo, respect. Matter of fact, respect the law. What would Allah say about this, bro? Wow. Wow, look what's happening, Taylor. We're off to a hot start. Shout out Aaron the Plumber. What I told you is guaranteed viral.
let's hit.
Guaranteed viral.
Is this where he gets into the fight with the trans?
This is where it begins.
Let's hear it.
Because this is the first, he doesn't know it's a trans, so he's a little flirtatious.
Okay. Decepticons
then
versus Transformers. Let's go.
And she uses it against him later. She was like, yo, why was you trying to kiss me?
And see, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's like,
You didn't let me know.
Because you tricked me.
Because she might be. Let me see. It's probably a good job.
All right, the speaker is in.
Meaning somebody probably did a good job on her.
No, that's right. You need, they need
Well,
assistance.
actually, to be correct, somebody did a good job on him to make him a her. Boom.
Boom. Kill that shit. Play.
I'm telling you, they put this lip. Yeah, man.
Man, come on, man. She diesel as shit, man. Come on, man. You gotta ask some questions with somebody that diesel, bro. Come on, Aaron. Aaron! Come on! Aaron.
Yo, it's Aaron the Plumber, the GOAT.
Cut it the fuck out,
This
Aaron.
is the GOAT.
Me, him, we lock eyes, everything. He has his hot breath, like so hard, as it coming straight to my face, melting my makeup off.
And I'm like, damn, bitch, you need some men.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. Bria Diesel is shit, but I can see why Aaron got tricked.
Yeah, she's a very pretty girl.
She looks like a woman. like she does. Like we got like she looks like a woman.
She's convincing.
She's not convincing.
She's not convincing.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, I mean, if you didn't tell me, if you hadn't told me beforehand, I don't know if I would have picked up on it immediately.
Got you.
But being that you told me, I'm looking for the little signs, so I immediately noticed the dieselness. You know what I mean? Then he said she was musty.
That's
right.
Yeah. She's strong. I mean, she's strong. She's in good shape. She has great arms. She got real strong.
Show
arms.
me the fight. Press play. So is this where he fights the transgender?
Yeah, but you got to go back to the beginning. Is that the beginning of the video?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
go.
All right.
So this is after the bus. Go.
After they've been flirting on the bus.
Yep.
What you
gonna
mean,
be yourself?
myself?
Like,
Hey, man,
be
you
yourself.
better watch how you talking to me, man. For real.
What's the
What you mean,
hostility?
the hostility? You a man, right?
A trans.
Aaron, you keep calling me a man. You had to bring the man out. Now the man's here.
Did you care about that
You a
when you were
man,
trying
right?
to kiss me?
Trying to kiss you? Man, what?
Aaron.
Michael Jackson.
Yo, but she ends up on top.
That shit
No,
switched up
man.
real fucking quick. All I know is we went from having a conversation, and next thing you know, Deuce's motherfucking. Oh, the boys, the girls, they're fighting.
You weak ass bitch.
I can't
You
turn
weak
this
ass
motherfucker up, man.
bottom.
She called him a bottom.
You fucking bottom finger.
Damn, it's just the second day.
Yo, me and Yanni stepped out so fast, you thought I was Usain Bolt and Sha'Carri Richardson.
They had sex?
Yeah.
Yeah, how them thumpers feel?
Oh my
So why she call him a bottom?
My face looks good.
Yeah, no, it don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hurt.
There you go.
You
Take
hurt,
it.
man.
Wear it. Wear
You know
it.
you wounded.
Be yourself, baby.
You
Be
wounded.
yourself.
You're not tripping.
Well, come on,
Bro,
nigga.
keep it
Like,
100,
what
bro.
the fuck you want to do?
Keep it in 100,
What the
bro.
fuck you want to do? Come on.
Keep it
Cause I
100,
can bring
bro.
the man out, nigga. I can bring the man out, nigga.
When Bria used her man voice, man, I thought a horse got impaled with a spear or something. I'm not the masculinity.
It's not fair, yo.
Yo, he's funny,
That's
man.
not
I ain't gonna lie.
fair. You should not be able to go in and out. If you pick a side, you gotta
stay
fucking
there.
stay there,
You gotta
yo.
stay there.
You can't do that. That's not right.
Yep.
Because what if you did that while you're fucking? This ain't what I paid for.
That's
if I was
crazy.
riding, cruising the streets,
That's
looking for street
crazy.
meat, and I picked up some street meat, and I wanted some trans street meat, I need you to be trans all the way through.
All the way
I can't be
through.
piping you, and all of a sudden you're like, like, no. That shit ain't right, man. That shit ain't right. I want my money back. At least half of it. I need half back. That ain't right, yo. So how did they resolve this? How
Nah, he fought again. He fought again.
Aaron and Bria fought again?
Nah, he fought a different one.
A different trans?
No, a porn star. And now he's saying that his life is in danger.
Okay. God damn.
You
How
gotta,
the fuck?
Yo,
I ain't nobody. I've never.
viral sensation, Aaron the Plumber, and he's also still on TikTok plumbing. So he'll just be on TikTok like doing this.
And here today, I'm gonna teach you how.
No, he didn't quit his day job.
No, he didn't quit.
Shout out to Aaron.
Yo,
man.
he's a real one.
Aaron gonna fuck around and be on Breakfast Club.
That yes, yes, the dream. Yo, we need, but
But
you
I-
got to see when he was getting emotional after the fade. Did we already put that one up?
This one right here. He's
Is this
crying.
it?
Clip.
That's the one I saw. The one I saw, he was crying.
Yeah.
But it was him. It was a solo.
Yeah,
Yeah, it goes back to the confession.
God damn, you sharing a blunt with him? I don't know, man.
After he was kissing on the
I
train.
don't know, man. Shout out to Aaron. I don't know who he's sharing that blunt with, but I don't know, buddy.
Yo.
Aaron, y'all, you might have. I just had him do a solo
There
mission
is
with the blunt.
straight guys, and then there's the women.
Hey, get talking to the mic, Taylor. What happened now?
It's straight guys, and then it's women, right? Or have you watched the whole show?
Nah, just watch
I
the
mean, it's
clips.
straight guys in this one. I'm talking about the guy sharing the blunt with Aaron.
But isn't
Yeah,
it for
it's not
Erica
gay. It's
Mena's
not
love?
a gay guy.
Huh?
The guy he's sharing a blunt with is not gay.
That's the point.
Yeah, but he wanted to kiss the trans woman earlier.
Yeah, I don't know where Aaron lips been.
Oh,
That's what that. Yeah,
okay. I thought you were talking
it's
about
okay. She with child, bro.
She with child.
She with child, man. She can't think straight. She's feeding two right now.
Aaron in shape too, so Bria got hands
Nah,
for
she got
Bria.
hands,
You
bro.
could tell though, them shit was quick, like she was
Yeah.
hitting a fucking punching bag.
Yeah. Anyway, shout out Aaron the Plumber, man. Looking forward to see you on Breakfast Club.
Let's not
the goat.
this.
What you mean?
I'm promoting his
man?
genius.
I
He
thought you-
said she sounded like a horse that was impaled by a spear.
I thought you said
That's hilarious.
I thought you said he was crying.
Nah,
He was.
he did. There's one. Oh, you
wanna
saw
see
the one
this?
where he was crying.
I think I did see that, but I clicked off it because I didn't see the
All right,
backstory.
watch. No,
You got to
start
give me
right
the
there. Start
origin
from
story.
right there.
If I knew he was crying because the
start from right
trans
there.
put hands on
Nah,
him.
he's crying because he lost a fight to another dude on the thing.
Oh, so the transgender didn't do this to him?
Nah.
Oh, that's not as entertaining. Never mind. I thought that he got beat up by it. I thought the trans put them hands on him.
Well, the
man.
trans did put them hands on it, but then a straight got busy.
That shit look crazy.
Out here fucking these hoes outside the fucking hotel, bro. Erica, why would you entertain that?
Bria still got everything?
Why would you not give up these niggas?
Oh, God. Bro, come on, bro. Just bring this nigga.
This nigga Piper, you my nigga and shit like that, we jamming for sure, and you know you ain't finna get jumped. But he got his ass beat. I'm like, bro, chill.
Who is Pied Piper?
That's what he calls himself on the show.
Aaron?
Yeah.
You can't be the Pied Piper and the plumber now. You got to pick
That shit ain't
one.
nothing, nigga. Nigga, pride hurt, though. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Nigga, pride hurt, 'cause, nigga, I ain't used to losing. Nigga, I need to get some get back, nigga, in a real motherfucking way, bro.
Nigga, I get him up with any nigga on this earth, bro. I swear to God, I never been no coward. Any nigga that know me, that tell you, nigga, I ain't backing down from shit. Nigga, you beat my ass 10 times, nigga. I'ma get back up.
Not
But
me.
I promise you, nigga, when the opportunity present itself again, nigga, I'm gonna shine, nigga. In a real way, nigga.
Wait.
I'm in this position that I'm in right
This
now.
is
because I'm
expectation like a
in love.
motherfucker.
You're traveling through the desert, a sandy storm, but you're never gonna make it to the promised land.
They gave him a drink.
In a real way. If you look this nigga up right now, you can see the nigga's dick all over the motherfucking internet.
His dick?
But if you look me up, what can you see? You can't see my motherfucking dick. Nigga, you ain't sticking that shitty ass dick up in the air, nigga. In a real way, but
Man, why you ain't send me this, man? God damn.
I'm early on everything.
Aaron
Okay.
the fucking
Aaron the Plumber is a viral
Who beat him up,
sensation.
though? Who beat him up?
It don't matter. You don't know him.
Yeah, but I gotta
He's
see
the
him.
only person that lost the fight, got more famous.
Did they show the guy who beat him up?
Yes.
Show me that, man. I gotta see who beat him up.
He's
yo.
like a porn star or some shit.
Cause I'm seeing, I'm gonna be honest with you, Aaron the Plumber, the trans person looked like they got the best of you before they broke it up.
Yeah.
And then you just lost this fight. I'm noticing a pattern. So, like, god damn.
Hold on.
Shout out to Aaron the Plumber,
Shout
man.
out Aaron the Plumber.
Damn, we gotta get Aaron. Oh shit,
Damn,
Taylor.
who's blowing you up?
God damn, Taylor.
Relax.
That's me.
Yes.
Oh, that's to you. Nice
I be
response.
texting you like that?
I'm texting you.
Oh. I'm like, what?
Anywho.
All right. Wait, but this is a video right here.
Oh. Nah, but this one it's just a fight that was lost.
Damn, he got him though.
That's who got on. That's who jumped on Aaron. Why everybody jumping on Aaron?
His name is Pussy Breaker.
You can't lose to nobody named Pussy Breaker, because then he gonna think you pussy. You know what I'm saying? I broke you. You know what I mean? If you on camera crying after I beat you up and your name is Pussy Breaker, that mean you pussy and I broke you.
You're not the
can't
first.
do that.
You're not the first.
Aaron, unclog some shit, Aaron. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Going blow for blow, nigga, my shit blew harder. And boom, I catch him. Boom, he just dropped. I just seen him fall slow, bro.
Yo, porn star fuck you up and goes blow for blow. My shit
shit
too
blew
hard.
hard.
What? What? Oh no! You got to go get your get back, Aaron. Now I see why you want to fight this time. A motherfucking porn star named Pussy Breaker said I can't win blow for blow. My shit too hard.
No, my shit blew harder.
My shit blew hard. Oh my God, man! Press play. I don't want to see the whole 8 minutes. I want to see the beginning.
You want to see the beginning again?
Salute the world. No press play right
No,
here.
it's on Zeus, man. Shout out Zeus, the Zeus Network.
I ain't see the World Star logo in a long time.
She's on there
We're gonna
too.
mingle, get to know each other.
Dickarella?
But it turned out to be
Why is she on here?
What the fuck is going on, man?
WWE.
People on there, makes sense.
I thought it was for whatchamacallit.
Erica's bot.
Oh, he opened Aaron up. Pause.
The second round, bro, you got that. In a real way, I ain't gonna lie. Bro, you caught me with one, it didn't hurt, bro.
That shit hurt, Aaron.
Yikes.
I don't care what you say.
That's why you breathe it. Your whole face is free. Oh yeah, give me a chance.
I ain't ducking none.
Hands up.
20th Street, blood.
You don't look good.
She said peg him.
Come on.
She didn't.
Man, imagine getting fucking knocked out.
It's really
And then
hard.
somebody
I got a
screams out,
real
"Peg
high-
him!"
Real high
Like,
pain
what the
tolerance.
fuck?
But you did drop me. You know, you did split me, and I was feeling some type of way. Come on, man, this is good.
No, stop it. Y'all don't get any more.
Yeah.
Y'all don't get any more. Y'all was hating on Zeus Network, and now you're in
was
trance.
hating
No, you were
on
hating on Zeus Network. Now you're in trance. All right.
Now we're trans.
Yeah, you might be too.
What?
You might be too.
Listen,
Probably the most progressive network.
I don't have a problem with the Zeus
Look at all
Network.
this representation you have on here.
I don't have a problem with the Zeus Network. I don't watch it, but I don't have a problem with it. Last time I watched anything this much from the Zeus Network, Just Hilarious and her sister Nia was at my house, and they made me watch Jocelyn's Cabaret.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Great show.
16 fights in
Great show.
17 minutes.
Fantastic.
Literally, we're averaging a fight a minute.
Yep.
I mean, real fights. Shit like this.
Yeah.
Zeus, they must not get, none of this shit got to be in show.
You would like the gay show that they had on here then. They was fighting for real on that
What, the gay
one.
guys?
Why would he like it?
Yeah, why would I like it? Why would I like it? Yo, Taylor, can you stop right now with your mom brain? Throwing shots at everybody,
No, I'm
derailing
not
the
saying
show.
it like that, but how, like, you think it was funny how, what you call
I
it,
like
talking?
fights? You're saying I like fights?
Not the
I'm a
fight,
fan
but
of martial
even what they were
arts.
saying.
I like
fan
gay
of martial
I like
arts.
actual violence though. Like I don't want to see no like
They were
like
fighting.
pussy shit. Like I want to see y'all go at it. Like
They
the
did.
the splitting of that. I like
Yeah,
that.
that was real.
Really
Also, when a trans got up on it and she
Crazy.
started talking her old voice.
Crazy. Oh my
The
God.
throwback.
Come on,
If
man.
a trans hits you with the throwback, man, you gotta take that L.
I don't like that though.
He's not
You either
the-
take the L, or you take the D. You choose.
Either way, you getting the goddamn. No, that wasn't gonna work.
You got another letter?
Yeah, I was gonna say either way you getting a vowel, but those aren't vowels. And I couldn't
true.
remember what the other shit is called. Consonants.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Okay.
Guys.
All means necessary. Drake's not happy, guys.
What do you mean?
What is Drake not happy about?
He got the
Trans
number
Gang?
one album. About to sell 250,000 copies, according to Academics Instagram.
Oh my
Yeah, that's what they
gosh.
said. 250,000. Him and Party Next Door. Have you heard the album?
I do. I like it. Stop paying.
I don't like when Drake sings. I'm on record. I've been
What
saying
about
that
what
forever.
about what
He
about Give
doing
Me a
what
Hug?
Kendrick said, though.
That's dope because he rapping.
That's the same.
I don't like the end part though. I don't like when Drake sings. That's never been my thing. I've never been into Drake when he sings. I like when Drake raps. But I get it. I get why he sings. I've been to one of his shows. I see it. I totally understand. I don't like when he sings though. You know what I'm saying? I
Are
like
there
when he
any
raps.
songs on it that you enjoy?
That I enjoy?
Honest assessment.
No.
You don't enjoy Give Me a Hug. That's hate.
I don't enjoy it.
That song is fire, bro.
It's dope. But I
What
don't
is it called?
enjoy it.
Mothballs or some shit? That one's fire.
I don't even. I like when Drake raps, but I can't sit here. When I say I enjoy something, I'm going back to it over and over. I'm listening to it. I'm reciting the lyrics. There's Drake rap records that I've enjoyed. I can't sit here and say I enjoy Give Me a Hug. And I just don't think it's the time for that record.
I think it's the time for this album, though.
Nah.
Putting out the ladies' music, putting out the shit that have the girls singing and dance, because the girls aren't gonna react the same way to Kendrick's music that they will to an album like this. Also doing it with Party and proving that if you are going up against UMG and you are going against the streamers, you could still put out those numbers. I think it's a smart strategic move.
But here's the thing, and
He can't put out the gangster rah 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 rap after losing a beef to
no,
Kendrick.
he
So
can't.
has to
But
pivot
that's my
away.
point.
Yeah.
He, just like the trans person, he's doing his lady voice, and then at times throughout the album, he turns the man voice on.
So fight him then.
You gotta pick a goddamn side.
Fight him then, bro.
I'm saying, you gotta pick a side.
That's the duality of man.
Because you can't get on. You can't say, okay, I want to get the party lit, but then still be throwing little shots at Kendrick here and there. You lost. Take the L. Do your R&B shit, and that's cool. Let's move on.
Oh, you don't like that there's still shots in there?
No.
Okay, so
no.
outside of that, I'm just talking about the music. I'm just saying, put the songs
Honestly,
on.
the music, it's not me. It's not for me. I'm not into it.
Yeah.
I'm not. You like it, Alex?
I think it's okay. It's okay. I would give it like a 6.5, 7.
Y'all hating, bro.
I'm just glad that he
You need to get busy.
So I like Drake rapping.
You know what Drake should? I like Drake rapping too. You know what he should be doing right now with this album out? He should be in certified lover boy mode.
That's what
That's what he's doing.
No, not this. Not on stage. With fucking A$AP Rocky.
He was always doing that,
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? He fucking got DeMar DeRozan. He got a kid jersey of DeMar DeRozan slamming it on the floor, acting tough with a fucking. Is that a bulletproof vest on?
Yeah.
Like you can't. Like,
But he always had that, though.
But you just put out the sexy shit. You saying you making sexy songs.
Yeah, but they don't know the music yet. So it's like.
Yeah, it's not like he's playing all those songs. Yeah.
New shit you just heard.
I guess, man.
Can y'all also realize that he's doing exactly what Kendrick said?
What's that?
I've never seen somebody prove somebody right so much.
What did Kendrick
he likes
say?
Drake with the melodies, and look, he had to go back to the melodies.
But no, he
should.
But he's still acting tough on the album.
This is what women want to listen to. Women do not want to listen to boom bop, beam bop, boom. Right? Like that's not like what girl's like, yo, it's time to fuck. Put on that Kendrick. Boom bop, beam bop, boom bop, bow.
But listen,
that's what you want to listen to.
He had, first of all, he had other songs on the album, like Luther and
what Kendrick you fucking to?
I don't know what he be fucking to.
Not him. Yo, she's too pregnant to be. Take the mic away.
You said what Kendrick be fucking to.
I said, what Kendrick are you fucking to?
How do you feel about
To
Drake having a
Luther.
record called "Give Me a Hug"?
Say what?
Like with all of these allegations and shit flying around.
Yeah, that's fire.
You can't be that guy asking for a hug.
Why not?
Over and over. What you mean?
They say they thought he was trying to be funny.
Give me a hug, like
Still,
He's talking about strippers. Yo, give me a hug. Get over here.
That's too, give me some ones.
Give me some
I want a
ones.
fucking hug from you.
Give me some ones.
You know what I'm saying?
Give me some ones. Give me some
I don't
ones.
know. Listen, here's my thing, man. I'm an OG Drake hater, and I'm committed.
No, we can tell. But we gotta be objective.
I really don't like the album though.
We gotta be objective.
But I don't care. Here's the thing. Even me saying I don't like the album don't even matter. I don't care. Like I don't like when Drake sings. So this ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? If Drake came to me like, yo, listen to this. As soon as I hear the melody, I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Give me some bars. Then when I hear Give Me a Hug, I'm like, oh, that's tough.
That's tough.
Then I'm like, I would have said, you'll change the fucking ending. Like, that shit is silly. Like, why you know what I'm saying? You just finished barring them up. Why you want to talk about Give Me a Hug?
Give me a hug, though. Sometimes you need a hug.
You know,
sometimes you projecting what you need. Sometimes he wants a hug.
He needs the love.
That's what he's saying. Give me a hug. He's like, yo, I need a hug.
I bet you he saw Paid in Full. I bet you Paid in Full was the inspiration for that album. You remember when Mitch said, I go out because I need that love. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, I needed to go to the strip club. Y'all been kicking my ass all year long. I done seen this motherfucker at the Super Bowl. I done seen him at the goddamn Grammys with 5 awards. I just need to go back to where the love is, man. Let me walk up in the strip club, man. I'm like, oh shit, Drake, you missed me?
Give me a hug. Get that hug.
Gay.
The tour, I need more wins, or what is it? I need a
max win.
Need a max win. Like he's saying what he needs right now.
Drake is Drake. As we've been saying just throughout the whole battle. You're still Drake at the end of the
He's
fucking
Aubrey
day.
right now.
He's what?
He's Aubrey.
He's never not been Aubrey.
Y'all hating.
He's never not been Aubrey.
All right, y'all not allowed to have sex to no more Drake music.
I've never had sex with Drake music in my life. Okay?
That's why.
Drake.
That's why.
There's one Drake record I would
That's
play.
why you wax your pussy.
Listen, there's one Drake record I would play. If you used to be gay and then you stopped being gay, started as a bottom. I play that. Started as a bottom.
Now I'm in.
Started as a bottom. Congratulations, though. 250,000 is a good look. But the label's still fucking with him.
Does he prove anything to the streamers? Does he prove anything to UMG? Is there any
Bro, UMG was calling last week asking what's the radio record.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
That means that they still fucking with him, man. They not fucking with him. Like
they were calling on his behalf.
Yeah, I was saying that I wanted to see Drake without his superpowers. I didn't know how the streaming platforms would receive him, how labels would receive him, but it's still business as usual.
I thought the reason why it's released on parties, Spotify and stuff is because he can't release music while he's in this lawsuit with Drake.
It's on streaming platforms.
Yeah,
it's
but
on
it's
Apple.
on streaming platforms under party, not
And maybe it don't count as a Drake album. I don't know. I can look and see. Let me look and see. I didn't even bother to look. Let's see. Let's look this up, guys.
Do people call him Party?
Yes, PND, Party Next Door.
But
Let's
what about
look it up. No, this shit is on Drake's screen right there.
They're both Party?
Yeah.
It's under Drake as an album. No, it is, because it's number one, so it's going to be Drake's 14th number one album. It's Drake's 14th number one album, Party's first number one album.
So they both released it, like you put it on, you look under Drake and you see it? Because when I looked under Party, I saw it.
Which one now?
When I looked under Party, I saw the album. I could be completely wrong.
No, it's on Drake too.
It's there now.
Oh, but it wasn't originally.
No, it wasn't. Because I remember I couldn't find it.
This is what happens. See?
Yeah, because it's going to be Drake's 14th number one album, Party's first. Hold on one second.
But Drake still got it.
He still got it.
He never lost it. Who said he lost it? He lost a rap battle.
This one?
Never.
I still say he lost it, so it don't matter. And I'll be biased. It's fine.
I don't understand how anybody could say Drake is still not Drake. We've been saying that throughout this whole battle. Drake is still Drake. Now, did I want to see him without his superpowers? Yes, meaning I wanted to see what would happen if he didn't have all the performance-enhancing drugs, but he still does. Now, what he's doing right now is very Taylor Swiftish.
Which is?
He's got all his minions acting like he's the victim, and there's suppression of his album, and, you know, he's fighting against the labels. None of that is true. None of it. I pulled up Drake's album just now on the streaming platform like it was nothing.
But what Al's saying is he didn't pull it up last week when it came out.
Yeah, the day it dropped, I know it wasn't on when I went to Spotify.
I don't know if that's true or not, so I can't debate you on that. I have no idea. All I know is he's doing 250,000 records, and radio is playing his music, and the labels are calling saying, what's the radio record off the album? I don't see any slack at all. Like, what's the problem?
And I'm just curious, though. They call you, asking you what the radio single? I thought they give you and tell you which one they want.
No, those days been over. Because those days been over nowadays because of streaming services. Because you can drop like say you drop your album and you're trying to go with this one single.
Oh, but the people like another song.
Exactly.
So then you pivot to that one.
Exactly.
Before you had to guess.
Absolutely.
That's interesting.
Those days are old. Them days been long.
That is kind of wild that you just had to guess.
Yeah, but you would listen. You'd listen to an album and be like, yo, that's the one that's going to go. I mean, it's actually an art to it, but I think nowadays it's better. You present your body of work and you let the people decide. And I've been saying that for the longest in regards to program directors, you know, A&Rs. I don't even know if A&R still exists anymore. But it's like, yo, you got to have the easiest jobs in the world right now. Because all you got to do is let an album come out. Let the people decide, and then you program your fucking radio station.
Yep.
But you got a bunch of idiots, you know, in radio who still want to act like they're gatekeepers, not realizing ain't no motherfucking gates, right? You standing at the gate, don't even realize all these motherfuckers done ran past you. There's a whole party going on while you saying, wait, nobody can get in without me. Man, you better turn around. Or maybe not, just bend over. What else we got, Taylor?
Well, there's another one.
What's this?
With Drake.
Wow, this shit's set up.
This is for state, clearly.
Yeah.
Or something, right?
Yeah, I'm not tripping on that.
My man said, somebody texted me yesterday. Hold on, let me read you what they said. This shit was so funny. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, he put in the thing. He said the stakes are higher. Some of that caption.
Hold on. Somebody said, this is how they know Drake don't fuck with no Spanish women for real. Because he said, yeah, you could tell Drake don't mess with no Spanish broad for real. He'd be able to throw a chancla. A chancleta. That's what that was. It was a chancleta.
Yeah.
He said he could throw a chancleta way more accurately.
That's funny.
Listen, the only thing that can stop Drake is Drake. Drake has handled this beef worse than anybody. If Drake would have just got low, not did the lawsuit, not show us how bothered he is, we'd be on to the next. If he had never done any of that and said, you know what, all right, cool, you got it, you beating my ass, whatever, Super Bowl, Grammys, all that. All right, February 14th, the first time you hear from me is an R&B album?
Yeah.
Everybody like, damn, Drake don't give a fuck. Drake ain't even bothered by this shit. Like, Drake ain't say nothing, he ain't tweet nothing, he bowed out with the Hard Part 6, we ain't heard from him, and you back with this R&B album? You'd be like, all right, do your thing.
Yeah.
The only reason we're looking at Drake crazy is because of all his actions after getting his ass kicked in the rap battle.
Yeah, there's nothing you could do after Not Like Us. The song is so unbelievably catchy.
It's unreal.
It's unbelievably catchy. It might be one of the best songs ever produced. It just happens to be a
rap record. I'm telling you.
It's truly...
Glasses Malone said this a while ago to me, and I was like, I don't know yet. I already gave it best diss record of all time, but he's like, yo, I think this is the biggest hip-hop record of all time. I'm like...
It is so good. It's so good.
I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment.
Nah, it's so good, bro.
And it's crossing over in ways you can't even imagine. You see little kids in Africa wilding to it. You see Will Ferrell them remaking it at SNL.
Yeah.
It's different. I don't know.
I think it's too early to tell that one.
I wouldn't say biggest hip-hop record of all time just yet. Yeah. But you can't...
It hasn't been a year.
I wouldn't even take anybody seriously if they were like, it's all right.
Nah.
It's not all right.
It's too catchy.
It's incredible.
Nah, it's too catchy. Wait till Kids Bop does it. I'm telling you. Wait till Kids Bob does it.
Yeah.
Certified lover boy, certified with a smile. You know it's coming. You know it's coming. What else we got, Taylor gang? What is this? Big Brother him?
People were trying to say like when, Anthony and Barack Obama were talking.
Anthony Edwards tells former President Barack Obama and 76ers player Joel Embiid to stand down after questioning his game on the court. Let me hear this. I didn't see this.
Stand down, I'm the truth.
The truth.
What did Barack say to him?
The truth.
Why is this so uncomfortable?
He ain't lying.
And it's someone said his second
Hey, Reese, what that
anniversary.
is right there? Strawberry lemonade?
Mark says yes, Shirley Temple.
Man, shout out
You got
Anthony
one,
Edwards,
y'all.
man.
No. Oh, I'll take one of those.
There you go.
Yeah, let me get away from this. Anthony,
Way to go, young man.
Let me take some day to get away from this nigga, man.
Yo, why are they treating Barack like this, man? That's
Hey,
crazy.
no, what you mean? You come up to me and tell me my game is just okay?
Yeah.
All right, you can be honest about my game. Now I ain't feeling you. I'm not mad at Anthony Edwards for that.
When Barack shoots, he doesn't miss.
Listen, he was missing like he was missing right there. He had to call somebody close to his age. Yo, Bron.
When
come here,
Barack
Bron.
shoots, he doesn't miss,
Man,
bro.
he was missing just now. He
don't
had to
miss.
call for backup. He was like, yo, let me find the oldest person in here that's close to my age. Bron, come here real quick and save me. This YN is going crazy on me right now.
We gonna see.
Barack just learned to stay away from them YNs.
Nah, he
told you. Yes, he did.
Uh-uh.
Yo,
Talking
he don't
about-
have access to the drones no more.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
You really think?
Nah.
You don't think he can call Donald? You don't think Donald will be more than happy to help out?
Nah, Donald probably fuck with Anthony.
You
Edwards.
think if Barack called up Donald, he was like, yo, there's this black guy in Minnesota. He's causing a lot of problems.
Listen, Anthony Edwards treated Barack the way Barack should have treated Donald Trump at Jimmy Carter's funeral. All right? Okay? All right? If I don't like you, I ain't gonna pretend to.
Yo,
all
did
right?
Barack lose some cred amongst the athletes or something like that? Why is that was a very weird thing. They should all be kissing his
You realize you
motherfucking ass.
old?
Yeah.
We're old.
So they don't even
How
know
old
who
is
he
Anthony
is?
Edwards?
So Anthony Edwards doesn't know who Barack Obama is.
He showed me he don't care.
That was crazy.
How old is
That was
Anthony Edwards?
crazy.
And then tell me how old he is, and then we can figure out how old he was in 2008.
But you got to show a little respect,
He's
a little
23.
deference.
Was he even
No,
alive
dude.
in 08? Hold on. I'm serious. He was 2, right? Hold on, yo. How old was he in 08, man, if he's 23 now? It's 2025. Bruh.
Are you saying there is a world where he does not know that that is Barack Obama?
He in Georgia. He minding his business, living his best life, playing ball. He don't give a fuck about no Barack. He probably like Jeezy song. My president is black, my land pole blue. But even still, so I don't care. Anybody, think about this. No, let's think about this for a second.
I saw it.
Your Netflix special coming out.
Yeah, March 4th.
Somebody said, let's say it's Trump.
Yeah.
You saw my special? Yeah. What'd you think of it? It was okay.
Yeah.
In front of your peers. Let's say it's you.
Yeah.
Shane Gillis is there.
Yeah.
Chris Rock is there.
Yeah.
Chappelle is there. I don't know why they would all be in the room with Donald, but still, they're all there, and he tells you it's just okay in front of all of them. You bowing down?
If who said it?
Trump. You're not taking that from nobody. Cut it out.
I'm not walking away.
And Anthony,
I'm gonna have some fun.
that's what Anthony did.
Yeah.
Play it again. Anthony had some fun.
No, he said, hold on now, and then immediately got out. It was like
he had to let him know.
That shit was so weird.
I don't think so.
Something's up there.
No.
Tell me
I think it's just because they're all trying to pretend like this is a natural conversation and there's not a bunch of cameras around.
Got it. So they're all a little uncomfortable. They don't want to misspeak. And Edwards like, let me get out of here before I say some wild shit. And LeBron is getting pulled into this thing, and he wants to show respect to Barack, but at the same time, there might be a little competition between Ant and LeBron.
But no, Ant said, let me tell y'all the context. He said that my game is just okay.
Nah, he never said his game is okay.
I want to play.
That's what he just said. Play it again.
Barack's complimenting him.
Nah.
No.
Yes, Nah, y'all missed it.
That was a little.
He little boy them show.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he's a little boy.
What you think of this comedian?
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's a bunch of OGs, right? If there's a bunch of super OG comedians and I'm around, they go, so what do you think about this young guy? It's pretty good, huh? That's their way of saying, yo, you're nice, but they also want to let you know that they're OGs.
If Barack had started that if Barack was having that same conversation with LeBron and Anthony, it's different. Joel, you ain't win shit either. So don't act like you, who don't even want to play back-to-back games, who's always hurt. Don't talk to him like he's so much my OG.
Yeah.
Only thing Joel got on Anthony Edwards was some time. Play. Watch it from the beginning. This is actually great. Go back from the beginning.
But I do get what Schulz is saying. It's like they're being tongue-in-cheek, but
Are you
I don't
saying
think it's shitting on him.
Are you saying that he should give him respect just because he's a former president?
Yeah.
In that moment, you're not a former president.
Also, he's a former president who is actually complimenting. He's basically saying to Joel Embiid, "Yo, this kid is nice," and he's saying that
Not really.
Nah, you're not reading it right.
Press play again. Press play. Listen.
Joel was kind of shitted on.
No, listen.
What do you think about this young guy? He can hoop a little bit, huh?
He can hoop a little bit.
This is how
I guess
he's talking about Joel now.
And y'all got two 7-footers and he's still scoring on.
Press, go back and press play. He goes, "I'm the truth." He goes, "You the truth?" I guess.
Hold on.
Nah, bro.
You're missing this whole conversation.
Bruh. Nah, you can't, little boy. Be like
This
that.
is how OGs talk.
No, nobody can say to you, "Got your little stand-up special coming out on the 4th, huh?"
If you know who could do that? Chris and Colin Quinn and all those guys.
That's hate.
I'll take it down.
Your little stand-up special.
Also, I'm 41 years old, 18 years in the game. He's fucking 24, 7 baby mamas.
But listen, don't little nothing I'm doing.
Yeah.
You got your little studio, huh, Alex?
Yeah.
You got your little WTF studio
All
coming.
right, if the best players in the game are the biggest producers in the game, all the hot execs from iHeart and all these other things, what you think about this guy right here? Pretty talented. Got a little WTF thing is really popping. They're basically saying, "Yo, we're OGs, but you're cooking."
But
why are we even talking about
it? The little marginalizes it, yo. Don't little me,
He's a 60-year-old man.
Embiid made it worse because Embiid should have just been like, "Oh yeah, he's nice." Embiid was like, "Yeah, he's all right." So that's when Ant got. He was like, "Yo,"
but he did say, to Ant's credit, he did say y'all. He said y'all cut it out. He ain't say you.
That's true.
He did say y'all. So he's throwing at Joel and Barack. But then when LeBron came over, oh, now you really trying to play me. You gonna call the big dog over?
Why is it so serious? Like he could just be like, "Man, yeah, they say I'm the Barack of basketball."
But
you could just say that, and then it's fun, and now we're all having a good time. But then they got into some real competitive shit.
You did ask a question though. What'd you say? You said has Barack lost a little bit of credibility?
I'm just asking you guys. What?
I think so.
From why?
Him?
Me?
Yes.
I don't have nothing to do with this.
Why you hate on all great mixed race people, bro?
my
Drake, Barack, me.
I don't.
What?
No.
I'm mixed race.
I think that he lost a little bit of credibility this last election cycle when he went out there and basically was chastising black men.
And you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly now, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
I really do. That's not a hot topic. That's not a hot take.
Where's all your hate for Kamala? She's mixed race.
Kamala ain't chastised black men the way President Obama did, but I don't hate President Obama. You just asked me a question, and I'm saying this is where I think a little bit of that came from.
Do you got Barack's number? You could probably text him.
No.
Call Barack right now. Just be like, "Yo, can you just clear some shit up for us real quick?"
But also too,
oof.
He could do that.
He's absolutely. And
this is good. If you went out there and campaigned for the VP the way President Obama did, and I mean, she did still garner 72 million votes. I'm just going to assume that he helped get her some votes, but she still didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
There is a part of people that's like, he couldn't get her over the finish line.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
She couldn't get herself over the finish line.
I mean, Bill Clinton hasn't lost any love, and he's been on Epstein's Island a lot.
But see, that's the reason.
And the boys still ride
They
for him.
downplay Clinton on purpose.
What you mean?
Because they know if they ever bring Clinton up a little too much.
We talking about Epstein.
They talking about Epstein, talking about all of that shit.
You gotta lean into that shit. You gotta be like, "Yo, we ID'd him, bro. This shit was crazy." Like, I didn't go to the teen night. I went to the 21 and over. They had teen nights. I wasn't there. I went to the 21 and over.
If all of these rumors are true, what if Clinton just lets it all fly on his his
let
deathbed.
it fly. You're on your deathbed. Who cares? Like, yo, we were there. The island was lit. Okay, it was 21 and over. They all showed me their passports. It was fire. Done.
And that's before, and you ain't even get to the alleged bodies.
No, he got to take the bodies too.
That's what I'm saying.
He was talking crazy. I was just out there trying to talk about somebody's game. He didn't say shit, so he gets murked. That's what the fuck happens. Old Barack would have had a drone strike on Ant's ass. That's what would have happened. Yes, that's what would have happened.
I'm not mad at Ant for acting like this with the president, yo.
Nah, you got to have some more respect.
Yo, keep that. You're talking about basketball.
He's talking about the last black president ever. Yo, Alex, you gonna let him talk about the last black president of the United States of America?
I'm not even debating that. Listen, Alex, Alex, you right now do not want nobody talking about your production, talking about your studio.
Yes, but
you don't want nobody talking about your comedy.
If it's Barack Obama and
trying
to make a joke.
If Barack Obama pulls me over and he's like, "What do you think about this young guy, man? He's pretty funny." I'm gonna be like, "Thank you so much." I'm like, "Hey, stand down. I'm the truth. I'm the funniest motherfucker on the planet."
Do you realize
second best jumper out of all the presidents?
Exactly. We're gonna have some fun.
I would have hit him with what Schulz said.
I would have said, "Send Joel back to Africa." I would have said, "Yo, send this migrant back. Yo, he keeps knocking us out of the playoffs."
And should have been like, I know the last half black president ain't talking. You know what I'm saying? Give him a shot back.
Let's
Give him
have
a little
fun.
rib.
Ant took it serious.
That's what I'm saying. Ant was a little sensitive.
But you know why?
Because he's talking about his game.
No, because he didn't pay his taxes. I'm telling you, a lot of these guys don't pay their taxes and they get nervous around presidents, and they should be.
I don't think this is wrong. Are people mad at him about this?
I
didn't even. This is the first time I've ever
They were
watched this
just
video.
kind of joking about it, honestly.
I don't see the problem. I think you should keep that same energy at all times. Okay,
Nah, you gotta have a little respect, man.
They're laughing at it.
To me, he didn't disrespect them. I don't see the disrespect. He's just letting them know I ain't like that shit. You mean I'm just okay? Okay, hold on. All right, somebody said that wasn't just barbershop talk. It was a young man whose body language and speech resonated attitude, entitlement, arrogance, lack of respect, and little education. And if you do this with one of the most respected black men in the U.S., we will soon hear a destructive behavior elsewhere. Oh, come on. Yeah. And like, you see what I'm saying?
Go to the profile.
Disrespectful
Who said
arrogance is going to bring him down.
Go to the profile.
The maturity of a cantaloupe. What is he supposed to do?
The maturity of a what?
A cantaloupe.
Because we're not talking about something else here. Everybody's looking at Anthony Edwards. Maybe y'all ain't used to seeing Barack this casual. Maybe you ain't used to seeing...
We are, though. We know Barack is casual. We've seen him in these environments.
You ain't never seen him with a YN. You've seen him with people his age.
What does that stand for?
Don't worry about it.
Shut
You don't fucking worry
up.
Okay.
What does it stand for?
You ain't
I
never
keep
seen him
saying
with
that.
a YN.
Yeah.
When you talking to a YN...
What's a YN?
Oh,
don't worry about what a YN
What is it?
You just ain't never seen him at 60 plus years old engaging with a YN.
I
That's
don't know
why
what
it
a YN
seems
is.
so awkward. You've seen him engaging with people that's his age, close to his age, so he can give off the cool. Everybody knows they joking, whatever. Barack probably got a little... Barack ain't felt like that since Chicago.
Whoa.
He ain't felt like that since he was walking the streets of Chicago trying to win elections. Okay?
Damn.
He was like, oh, shit.
The comments just proved you wrong, though. They do feel a way that he was talking to Obama like that.
I don't care what them stupid motherfuckers in the comments said. And those motherfuckers in the comments suck because the reality is, why you code switching?
Yo, what's your beef with Barack, man? I need to know what's going on.
What's your beef with sucking No. Like, why? What's wrong with you?
Nah, this is crazy,
I have
man.
no beef with Barack Obama.
It sounds like you got beef with Barack.
No, it's not.
What would Aaron the Plumber do?
Why do y'all want Anthony to code switch?
What would Aaron the Plumber do in this situation?
Aaron would have called to fighting that motherfucker.
I think he would have chucked him up. I ain't no coward.
No, Aaron would have been like, Aaron would have been like, I don't even want to fight you. Where Michelle at? Square up. Where Michelle at? Square up. Square up with Michelle.
On the dead homies. On the dead homies, cuz. On the dead homies. What's up?
Listen.
I ain't no coward.
He not from LA.
I have nothing but respect for
Hey, there's dead homies everywhere, cuz. There's dead homies everywhere, and it's on them.
Listen,
chuck them up, Michelle.
I have nothing but respect for President Obama. I'm just simply saying I don't see what Anthony Edwards did wrong here. Barack said, yo, his game is just okay. Anthony,
he never said that. He said he's pretty good.
Go press play.
I'm tired of you listening to the same sentence over and over again and hearing some different shit.
We must not have this in the right context. No, don't start from the beginning. Press play from right there. After he calls LeBron, press play.
Huh? Don't talk. We ain't gonna do all that.
No, I'm just saying.
3-7 for us.
He got three. That's right. Because he got 9
straight. I gave him credit. I told you that. I said
he did.
I
give
gave
him
him credit.
I remember that.
Yo, okay.
LeBron. Come on, listen.
This Barack escalated.
Are y'all talking to this young man? Because he just keeps on. Right now, he just said he's the truth and all that, and
the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
That's what he said.
You asked him. You tell him the whole context of the situation, though. You asked him,
oh God,
what he think about this young man, and he said, "I'm okay." I said, "I'm the truth." He's tripping.
So Barack never said he's okay.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, Embiid said he's okay.
Gotta have that.
And that's why Anthony said, y'all. He said, y'all stop playing with me. He gave both of them energy. So why is everybody acting like Anthony was just talking to Barack? So niggas in the comments is wrong.
Damn. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Well, why we have to make it that?
You're right. Yeah.
Are you referring to why?
Shut up.
Is that what you were
he's
saying?
Right. So everybody in the comments is making this an Anthony Barack thing. Anthony said, y'all stop playing with me like that. Yeah. So he talking to both of them. I don't see the problem.
He's stressing, bro.
Obama felt the energy though from Anthony.
Felt it. He felt uncomfortable.
That's why he told Bron. Come over here, get you.
And then he didn't even know what to say. He was like,
Bron looking like, man, I don't like being around these YNs either.
It feels
Bron like I'm 40, but I'm about to be up out of here, okay?
Yeah, it feels like Brock's doing a vlog. Right? Like, what's happening right now? This is not a YouTube content for Barack. Barack should be able to hold court in these places and everything is cool. I don't get this energy at all. And LeBron does not want to come over.
Yeah. But just speaking of biracials, President Obama is still President Obama. But you asked me a question, do I think he lost a little bit of credibility? Yeah, just a little.
Nah, bro.
A little. Last election.
Shout out to Barack. Thank you so much for getting Trump elected, man.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? By the way, there's somebody listening to this podcast right now like, see, Andrew, the only one making sense. Then he said that, and they're like, you know what? Fuck Andrew.
I got to keep them on their toes, man. Everybody needs to be on their toes.
We're going to bring you through a range of emotions. And guess what? Even President Obama. Don't code switch. Don't change your energy just because of who you talk to. If something bothers you, you tell them right then and there.
Ant Edwards will be playing for the Toronto Raptors next year. Barack is going to make a couple phone calls.
Ant said he don't even want to be the face of the league. They asked him that. He was like, I don't want to be the face of the league. Y'all got Wemby for that. By the way, a foreigner will never be the face of the NBA.
Nah, you can't do it.
Nah, I don't give a fuck how good he is. That motherfucker could average 50 and 70, okay? And he'll never be the face of the NBA.
Nope.
It's not happening.
But who will? It's going to be Ant. I mean, he's just incredible.
Well, the two faces of the NBA were supposed to be from South Carolina right now.
Ja and Ant.
Ja and Zion was supposed to be the faces of the NBA.
Yeah, Zion.
But Zion like honey buns and Ja like guns. That's why I was calling them snacks and gats for a second. But the reality of the situation is Ja getting back. But once you kind of fumble it a little bit, it takes a while for the NBA to give it back to
again.
you.
Yeah.
No, he's still good.
No, but build up confidence in you.
In the NBA, yes. We saw that. God bless the dead. We saw that with Kobe.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it with Iverson too.
Oh, they never wanted to get to.
Yeah, but the people we loved him too much for it to even matter.
Yes.
Like it was.
The NBA had to change rules for Allen Iverson not to be the face of the league.
Yeah, but when you think about it, Iverson changed the rules too.
Easily.
Because now nobody's wearing a suit on the sidelines.
Nobody. Everybody wanted to look like AI. The braids, the tattoos. Like you couldn't. By the way, I've never seen anything like that.
Complete, authentic disruption.
Never seen
He didn't try to be a disruptor. He just was being himself. He was being his authentic self, and he wasn't going to be a fake person just because the league had these arbitrary rules, and the people felt it, and he changed the game of basketball. It was unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Nobody owned culture.
I don't know if I don't know if. I wonder in our lifetime if we'll have another superstar with that type of gravity as Allen Iverson. Keep in mind, Allen Iverson, unfortunately, has not won an NBA championship. I don't know that many players.
He's the only person that feels like he got a ring that doesn't have one.
That doesn't have one. Like, can you name players that are that famous, that successful, that respected, that beloved, that have no championships? I don't even know if he got an Olympic gold medal because they got bronze the year that he played, right?
Yeah, that's a good, I don't know. Look that up.
So is there somebody that is that beloved that hasn't won?
He won at Georgetown, though, didn't he? Didn't he win his freshman year national championship? I'm making this up.
He might have.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
He might have. But, like, yeah, that's just pure relatability, disruption.
Nah, he got
aspiration.
Nah, he don't have a gold medal. Yeah, he won bronze. You're right. No 4 Olympics.
I don't know if there's another player that was that endeared.
Because he won the culture. That's
He won the culture.
Nah,
But when you say culture, he didn't just win black culture.
He was the rebel with a cause.
Yeah, everybody loved him. Everybody. I wanted to play like Allen Iverson.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a rebel with a cause.
Also, he looked like you. Like, if I'm playing basketball, I don't look like a 7-footer.
He didn't. He never looked like you.
Yeah, no,
like,
like
what
that.
do you?
I look like a skinny.
Oh, you did have braids.
I had cornrows.
You did have, I forgot.
How
You
long?
did have cornrows.
I mean, well, I started cornrows. I had cornrows
He did
way
have
before.
cornrows.
Let your mom.
He did.
What do you mean, my mom let me? Well, hold on. Why can't I have cornrows?
What's wrong with cornrow?
Black people didn't invent braiding hair. You guys are the first person to braid hair.
You think y'all did?
No, I don't know if we did, but I'm just saying, like,
I think we invented cornrows.
Yes.
I think we invented cornrows.
Say, like, what are you
what's the
talking
French
about?
braid?
That's not cornrows.
That's not corn.
Yeah,
See,
it is.
that's exactly why.
It's different the way you do.
How long did you have braids
similar,
for it?
but it is.
I think.
How long did you have braids for it?
I had braids before you were born. Dead ass.
Okay.
Before you even
clearly.
knew about cornrows,
But-
I was cornrowed up.
For how long?
I had
though?
cornrows so fire that people would
really want
ask me.
cornrows?
That people would ask me. Not only did I have cornrows, I had like
fresh too.
Who
I had
did
this-
your cornrows?
I had the stitches.
Who did your?
I had this girl from Harlem. This girl from Harlem. This girl from Harlem did it, and it was like it would.
You never
stop
seen
traffic.
the pictures?
I don't think so.
To be factual, though, cornrows originated in Africa.
Thank you.
Yeah, they've been around since 3000 BCE.
Like,
All right, if you
what?
look up drumar.com where did cornrows originate, that's where it's gonna find out.
Why did you have cornrows?
And they
Allen
actually
Iverson?
did it because enslaved Africans used cornrows to preserve their culture and even as a way to map escape routes by braiding patterns that resembled paths to freedom.
Oh wow!
I would be so mad at you if I saw that in real life.
Andrews led to his ass crack. There was a path straight.
You want to be free?
You go like this and go straight down his back to his asshole. You never seen the picture of Andrew with braids?
I gotta get it up.
That shit was crazy.
I gotta get it up. I got it somewhere.
But nah,
bro.
Allen, and you know what's so funny? Allen did it for all sports. Like it wasn't just basketball. He made all of these athletes feel free to be themselves, show up, not code switch when they're in front of presidents. You know what I mean? Like he didn't. He was that for
I saw
all
what you tried
sports.
to put in there. I saw what you tried to throw in there, and that was fucked up.
What?
Code switch in front of presidents.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What else we got, Taylor? Let's do some ads. Robinhood. With Robinhood Gold, you can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions. The privileges of the very privileged are no longer exclusive. With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%. Plus, you also get 4% APY on your cash and non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive your 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by RobinhoodGold.LLC. Also, man, I got to salute our good people at Squarespace, man. Thank you, Squarespace, for always supporting the Brilliant Idiots podcast. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. Squarespace Payments is the easiest way to manage your payments in one place with Squarespace. Onboarding is fast and simple. Get started in just a few clicks and start receiving payments right away. Plus, give your customers more ways to pay with popular payment methods like Klarna, ACH, Direct Debit, Apple Pay, Afterpay, and ClearPay. Measure your end-to-end online performance with powerful website and seller analytics. Get insights on top traffic sources, understand how your reach is growing, track sales metrics, and learn where to focus new engagement. It's all the data you need to scale your brand or business, fully integrated and clearly displayed. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/idiots to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/idiots to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Let's get back to the show. Heavy church announcements,
Yes,
Netflix
sir.
special, baby.
You already know, March 4th, Netflix, Life is coming.
We're watching that as a family.
Damn right. We turning it on. So that's Tuesday. Go put it on. The second you wake up in the morning, it's going to be there. Go right now and hit that remind me button. Apparently that's like good if you, it's up right now on Netflix and Specialism.
So you turned in the edit and everything already?
Yeah, we turned it in. So
how'd you feel about it?
I feel great, man. Yeah, we worked our ass on it, but I'm really excited about it. And so you hit that, and I think what that does is it, allows it to show it to more people or something. I don't know, but that'd be really helpful if you guys are on Netflix and you're scrolling. You could do that. That'd be amazing. But March 4th, as a family, we're locking in, and we're watching, man. I'm very excited for you all to see it.
Can't fucking wait, man. Proud of you, man. That's
Thank
gonna
you,
be
brother.
fantastic. The trailer is.
Yeah,
it's special. I Live to Tell the Story, a memoir of love, legacy, and resilience by Tamika D. Mallory. It's in bookstores now. The Wind on Her Tongue from Anita Kopacz, the second book of the Daughter of Three Waters trilogy. That is in bookstores now. And I got to shout out my girl, Pretty V. Both of these books are on my Black Privilege Publishing imprint. Pretty V, man. The Pretty Victory. This is not on Black Privilege Publishing, but I don't care. I support my people. Pretty V put out a devotional book called The Pretty Victory. It is a 100-day guide to recenter yourself and find your purpose. Now, I know y'all see Pretty V on Instagram, and you probably like, what the hell is that crazy-ass girl who be looking like she's doing Jim Carrey impersonations? What the hell is she doing putting out a devotional book? If you know V, then you know how on brand this is for her. Because literally every day since I've known Pretty V, she sent me some type of affirmation or some type of devotional to my phone. So her mother is a pastor. Salute to Pastor G. So this just makes so much sense for her to put this book out, man. So it's called The Pretty Victory, a 100-day guide to recenter yourself and find your purpose. Available everywhere you buy books right now. Salute to Pretty V. Let's get back to the show. What's that? That's the last one, right?
Speaking of the president, well, he wants to run for president.
Stephen A. Smith. As the American people, that you wanted me to be your nominee for the presidency of the United States of America. I have to confess to you, it is something I would consider. I didn't say I'd do it. I didn't say I'd want to do it. Me personally speaking, whether it's...
So if Stephen A. becomes president and him and Anthony Edwards get into it and he tells Anthony his game is okay, Anthony can't react the way he reacted to Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah.
He can.
Stephen A's gonna have some stats and facts for him.
You know, it's so interesting, man. First of all, I want to salute Stephen A. Smith. The reason I want to salute Stephen A. Smith. This is the reason I want to salute Stephen A. Smith. I want to salute Stephen A. Smith because there was a small window where people forgot who Stephen A. was. It was when Pat McAfee got with ESPN and got that big ass deal, Pat McAfee got with ESPN and got that deal. And when Club Shay Shay got red hot, and then Shannon Sharp came over to ESPN, and people were acting like Stephen A. wasn't still Stephen A. As if Stephen A. wasn't embracing all of this shit with open arms because Stephen A. knew that his time was coming. He knew that his deal was coming and everything else. Stephen A. didn't talk shit about a Pat McAfee. He didn't talk shit about a Shannon Sharp. He went and launched the Stephen A. Smith Show. And he found his lane to where, who stays in the headlines more?
He's unbelievable.
It's not even close.
There's no question. It is also interesting to see ESPN just turn into podcasts. Like every set is a podcast.
Well, this isn't even ESPN. This is his show.
Oh, but it's got to be connected to...
No. He started this on his own.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did his show before. He started this on his own, but it's the smart thing to do because if you're Stephen A. Smith, and this is another reason you got to give Stephen A. credit. Stephen A. could have just been like, you know what? Look, I'm the legacy guy here. I'm gonna do my thing at ESPN. But if you see Pat McAfee start his own shit, right? And then ESPN ends up licensing that shit from him. Shannon Sharp got Club Shay Shay. They haven't licensed Club Shay Shay, and they probably won't. But he's the type of talent that they want over there. It's like, why wouldn't you start this if you Stephen?
No, he's smart.
This just make your value go.
I mean, he was
even more
making
through the roof.
Crazy money through ESPN, but he wasn't owning any of the IP from the shows.
Exactly.
So to go create your own IP and own it, and then you could leverage it whatever way you want. Also, he was getting a bag from them, but they were working his ass. Like he had 3 radio shows. No, I'm aware. I'm just saying, like, he was making a lot of money, but I don't think people realize how much
Work he
work
was
it
doing.
was. Like the
Yeah.
guy was probably working at least 7 days a week.
Yeah.
He's on multiple TV shows. He was ESPN for a little bit.
He still is.
Meaning every
was the-
single show that had any views, Stephen A. Smith was
Got you,
on.
got you,
Now
got you, got you.
McAfee's on there. I think if they have licensed Club Shay Shay, did they license Club Shay?
No, like Club Shay Shay.
He should keep his show.
Yeah, because Club Shay Shay is more entertainment than
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
The thing I like about what Stephen A. Smith is doing, though, he went and started the Stephen A. Smith show where he started talking about other things.
Yeah.
Politics is one of the things that he was interested in. Being that he's interested in politics, that shit has opened up a whole other lane for him to the point where a former Trump pollster threw his name in the mix to see what would happen. 2% of people said that they would vote for fucking Stephen A. Smith to be president.
Wow.
And now it's the topic of conversation. The Washington Post called me yesterday. We're recording this on a Wednesday. The Washington Post called me yesterday to ask me what I think about the buzz around Stephen A. Smith being the Democratic nominee in 2028.
I will say this.
Yesterday.
You're not beating him on a debate stage. You're not beating him on a one-on-one combo. And in every interview, so what he has is star power. You cannot beat Trump. Well, you're not going to have to beat Trump, but you cannot beat Trump unless you have star power.
Say that
And he
again,
has
though, Schulz.
undeniable star power.
What you just said is that I got a whole thesis about this. First of all, I'll tell you what I told the Washington Post, and I'll say it here. I respect Stephen A. Smith as a media personality. I respect everything that he's built. I hope he becomes the highest paid person at ESPN because he deserves to be the highest paid person at ESPN. But when you're talking about Stephen A. Smith being president, this is why we are such an unserious country. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like when you look at and this is what I always say to people. If everything is as bad as folks always try to say it is, right? If everything is as bad as people say it is, and then, I can look around and I can point to things and say, damn, 12,000 federal workers, lost their jobs, planes are falling out of the sky. I can say, they're trying to dismantle the EEOC. They're doing, DEI rollbacks. They're firing people that work at the nuclear workers, but then trying to hire them back and don't know how. Like, there's a lot of things you can point to, right? I can say, hey, there's a fucking a dude from another country who's in charge of how the government is paying people right now. I can say all of that. So if all of those things, why are you asking me if Stephen A. Smith is a serious candidate for president in 2028?
Because they're desperate.
Not only does it make the media look unserious, it makes the Democratic Party look unserious as fuck. I saw them ask Hakeem Jeffries about this. And Hakeem Jeffries was like, there's a lot of things to like about Stephen A. Smith.
Leader, I have a question about messaging as well. I don't know if you've seen the buzz building about Stephen A. Smith, the ESPN personality, and running for president. I'm wondering what you make of that and what you think it might say about how effectively Democrats are messaging at this time.
2028 is way off in the distance. House Democrats are engaged in an hour-by-hour, day-to-day, week-to-week struggle on behalf of the American people in the context of the first 100 days and beyond. There's a lot to like about Stephen A. Smith, including the fact that we are both diehard Knicks fans.
Really, Hakeem? You on stage trying to tell people about what you think we're facing right now in our society, what this country is facing, right? But you're trying to really build the case. Yo, look at what Elon Musk is doing over here. Look at what Trump is doing over here. But when somebody asks you about Stephen A. Smith being president in 2028, you say there's a lot of things to like about it. You gave it more validity.
But I don't get that because they got it wrong the first time.
What do you mean?
Like when Trump was running, they're like, how you taking this guy serious? How you taking this guy seriously? And apparently the majority of the country took him seriously. So now they're like, hey, maybe our pulse is off. So even though we don't like what's going on, maybe we have to look outside of serious candidates for presidency.
First of all, like just what Schulz said just now, and that's the other thing. Donald Trump is, put it like this, Donald Trump is not running in 2028. But if he is, there's not going to be an election. If Donald Trump says right now, I'm running for a third term, guys, the fight is fixed. Because number one, you can't do that. So if he says he's doing it, he's already going to be president again, so it doesn't matter.
So let's assume he's not.
Let's assume he's not.
Yeah.
Now, Stephen A. Smith, who I think is highly entertaining, we all think is super highly entertaining, but we have to look at Donald Trump in 2016. He had no competition. Donald Trump has had no real competition. There was no real competition on the Republican side.
Hillary was
No, she was not. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't.
I don't know.
No, she was not.
Every single poll had her winning. Everybody who voted on
because the media loved liberals in 2016, and because they told us she was next up. But as soon as Bernie Sanders started to get some heat, as soon as Bernie Sanders started to get some momentum, they shut that out. If you ask me, it seemed like if people were leaning towards Bernie Sanders, if they'd have put Bernie Sanders in 2016, they probably would have had a better shot.
I agree with that. But
So
all the polls did have Hillary up though.
So you clear the field of Republicans in 2016, Trump. There's really nobody on the Democratic side. You don't even know Hillary won the popular vote. You still win the election. 2020, it's a series of unfortunate circumstances. It's George Floyd, it's COVID, it's all of these other things. Trump loses the election. He claims it was stolen. 2024, he comes back, he wins, no problem. Who did he have to really compete with in 2024?
Okay.
Motherfuckers was tired of Biden. He old as shit. It's a wrap. And then Kamala came with 107 days. My point with all of that is 2028 when Stephen A. Smith has to go up against real competition. There's some real competition. You may not be.
Yeah.
Governor Josh Shapiro, Governor Wes Moore,
Your name.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer,
That's
Pete Buttigieg.
But Charlotte, you're naming politicians, and I think the people are trying to tell you we don't like politicians. We want somebody.
Everybody I just named
Here's the thing.
is a mean wordsmith.
So-
Everybody I just named
Can I just say?
can talk.
Can I just say one thing? This is just like advice for the Democrats, because I genuinely do believe the country is better when we have two parties that it's really difficult to choose between. My goal in life for America is that every presidential election, it's a tough choice. It's a tough choice, and we kind of feel good with either one, and maybe one issue pulls us in one direction. The issue with Democrats right now is it's hard for them. They are the party of progress, right? And that's good. Without a progressive party, we don't get progress. We don't get women voting, right? We don't get rights for everybody. We don't get environmental measures. We don't get these things that actually benefit all of us and benefit individual groups that are oppressed, which we do need. When you're a progressive party, you want to keep pushing for more progress and more inclusivity. They're at a point right now where they don't know where the line is in terms of what they say. So when you talk to them, they're kind of like very unrelatable to hang out with. Whereas Republicans are conservative values. It's like, let's back it up. Shit used to be better. Make America great again. We're going to go back, right? So they don't have to worry about offending this, I'm going to put it in quotes, extreme progress, right? And the problem with Democrats right now is they can't have a convo and make jokes about pronouns because they're like, fuck, that group's going to be upset. They can't have a convo and make a gay joke because like, fuck, that group's going to be upset. They can't have a convo about migrants or something like that because they're like, fuck, that's going to be upset. They can't have combos about anything. So they're kind of standing there neutered. They can be eloquent, they can be brilliant, they can be smart like a Buttigieg, but they can't be relatable. They can't, like when the Indian guy was asking Trump the question at the press conference and he had the strong Indian accent and Trump just went, I don't understand a word this motherfucker's saying. That is relatable to every American, regardless of which side you're on. And a Democrat would never say that. They'd be like, sir, would you mind if you could word that again in a way?
Schulz, you're absolutely right. But name me one Republican who can do that other than Trump.
Oh, there's some crazy Republicans out there.
Name them.
Nancy Mace does not give a fuck.
Well, that's just come on. But Nancy's not running for president.
But there is 100 of those types of Republicans.
You can't name them. Now, Nancy, I'll give you.
The Gomez chick who's just straight up.
I don't even know who that is. Who is the Gomez chick?
Boebert is another one.
Nah.
No, I'm not telling you they're going to be president. What I'm telling you is they're wild and they'll say wild shit. And the reality is most Americans in the privacy of their home or around their friends, we're pretty wild. We like hot takes. We like talking that shit. It's the reason we like a guy like Stephen A. Smith because he talks that shit. He's not constantly biting his tongue.
But Stephen not Trump. Like Stephen,
no.
Stephen's not even going
to
be.
You don't got to be Trump. You could be Jon Stewart, but you're not biting your tongue every 2 seconds.
Oh, now we talking.
Oh, I would love Jon Stewart.
Now you talk.
But also,
now we talk.
But also, John is not biting his tongue. When Tony Hinchcliffe got in trouble at the RNC or whatever in New York, not even RNC, at the MSG shit, he was the first one to be like, yo, he's a roast comedian. He makes roast jokes.
I love Stephen A., but he ain't Jon Stewart.
No, I know, but no Democrat politician, I'm not talking about Democrats like people, I'm saying Democrat politician has the balls to go up there and just be normal because they're so terrified that they're going to ostracize some of their groups. They're in a very difficult position right now.
I really, truly believe that shit is over. And if it's not, the Democrats will never win another election ever again.
Oh, no, it's over for the people. And that's one of the reasons why they voted for Trump. But it's not over for the party. If the party don't make that adjustment.
No, yes, I do think that there are people in the party who know they have to make that adjustment. And you're seeing it, right? Because nobody cares about the Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries is still operating from that old Democratic playbook.
I need a Democrat to be like, yo, furries are weird. What are we talking about? You dressing up as a chicken and going to a fuck party? What the hell is going on? Josh Shapiro got to be like, yo, furries.
Schulz is right, but here's the thing. There's people, there are ones that are saying that now, but it don't sound authentic because you're only saying that because of how the tide turned because you just lost the election.
I honestly believe it doesn't matter if it's authentic. Whatever Democrat comes out and starts talking that shit, they will win. Or here's the other thing, and this is important to note, that this is what the Democrats are terrified to do. They could make it a class war and win. That's what Bernie did. Bernie made it a class war. He wasn't even worried about your fucking flags and trans this and gay that. He wasn't even tripping on it. He was just like, billionaires got too much money and too much influence. These corporations got too much money and influence. They're fucking over working class people, and I want to ride for working class people. Let me get it off.
Okay.
He came out, he said that. Me, you, Alex, Rogan, the whole world, at least it felt like so many Americans were like, yo, this dude is spitting. I like this guy. This guy's from fucking Maine or Vermont, some Jewish dude from Maine or where the fuck he's from. I like this guy. I don't even care what his identity is. I like what he's saying. The Democrats are afraid to do that because they're in the pockets of these billion-dollar corporations. So since they won't talk about the class war, which is the only relatable thing they could talk about, they got to talk about these like tiny little microaggression shits that are so unrelatable to the average American.
To your point, you know who's smoking right now?
Who?
AOC. You don't gotta love her, but she's smoking right now because she's doing exactly that.
That's it. Now, say what you want about AOC. Say what you want about AOC. I'm sure there's plenty of people that are critical of her. She has always ridden for working class people, and it is believable. Okay, I'm sure you can look into her past and be like, oh, she spent one summer at a fancy or some goofy shit. But the reality is she's a girl who's worked in fucking bars and restaurants. She's very relatable, and she is fighting for working class people. That's relatable as hell. When she goes off on some like LGBTQ shit and makes that
she took the pronouns off her fucking social media.
And she got lambasted for it, but you got to take that.
They're not even having that conversation no more, by the way.
Stop.
Like, don't even entertain that conversation. Don't even go down that road.
If the Democrats want to win, they just ignore all the trans shit and they talk about the class struggle and working class people. But the reality is the majority of them won't do it. Why can AOC do it? Because I don't think she takes money from these corporations. So she can. The rest of them that don't do it, I don't know about Josh Shapiro. I don't know if he's spoken about. I don't know about Whitmer. I don't know if she's spoken about. I don't know about these other people you're talking about. But if I haven't heard them speak about it, there's a reason. And it's because they are getting big bucks from those corporations. And if they are and unable to call them out, they will not win. They cannot relate to Americans. It's simple as that.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. But
Americans need money for eggs, yo.
I agree with
my
everything.
wife is telling me there's no eggs. She's like, yo, the only thing our daughter eats in the morning, she has eggs. She's like, yo, I was trying to get eggs. There was no more eggs at fucking Whole Foods.
They're selling Lucy's at the bodega.
That's what I heard.
$5 an egg. You're absolutely right. But this is what I want everybody to remember about 2028. 2028 is not going to look like 2016. It's not going to look like 2020. Unless something like unbelievable happens over the next 3 years, you're going to get traditional Republicans and you're going to get traditional Democrats. Will they be a little bit looser with their messaging? Yes. Will they be a lot looser with who they go and sit down and talk to? Absolutely. On both sides. But do you not get into Donald Trump?
Bro, the Democrat Party right now.
Republicans too, though.
No. Regardless of what you think about Republicans, the working class people clearly are siding with them right now. The election has showed us this. No. That's unequivocal data to prove it.
Yeah, but if you've been paying attention...
The unions supported Trump.
Yeah, but if you've been paying attention the last 3 weeks, I was in Maryland...
I'm not talking about the last 3 weeks. I'm just talking...
you got to. 12,000 federal workers lost their job.
I'm aware. What I'm saying is working class people have shifted and are supporting the Republican Party, right? That's what we've noticed, at least in the last election. Maybe in the last 3 weeks, things have changed.
Yeah, Monday hundreds of thousands of people all across the country was out there protesting because they lost their job.
Sure. I'm not saying that didn't happen. What I'm saying is like the zeitgeist, the feeling of culture right now is that those people have shifted to the Republican Party, right? in order for Democrats to get those back, they got to speak to them. They got to speak to their issues.
Simple. All they got to do is say, yo, you want your job back? Vote us in.
No, that's not going to work. You know what they got to say is? You know what they got to say is? Fuck that corporation that gives me hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't want their money. Fuck them. They have too much influence, and they're screwing you with the influence. And they got to say this. There's a lot of my colleagues, Democratic colleagues, that won't say that because they're taking money from them. The second one Democrat comes out and says that, all of us go, I trust that motherfucker.
I'm with you 100%. I'm with you.
But they
100%.
won't. They're scared.
But they won't because they taking the corporate money.
Ask Josh Shapiro. Ask Josh Shapiro where his money comes
from. Even your boy Bernie, and I like Bernie a lot. Even Bernie, when he tried to call out Big Pharma, what's the first thing RFK Jr. said to him?
What did he say?
You took money from Big Pharma.
Almost all the members of this panel are accepting, including yourself, are accepting millions of dollars from the pharmaceutical industry.
Oh, no,
and protecting their interests.
Oh, I thought that would come. No. I ran for president like you. I got millions and millions of contributions. They did not come from the executives, not one nickel of PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. They came from workers.
In 2020, you were the single largest
because I had
receiver of pharmaceutical money.
Contributions from workers all over this country. Workers,
you were the single,
not a nickel from corporate
Bernie, you were the single largest acceptor of pharmaceutical dollars.
No, from workers in the industry.
1.5 million.
Yeah, out of 200 million. All right, but you have not answered, last question. You have not answered my question.
Mr. Chairman, we're 3 minutes.
How do we make America healthy if you don't guarantee health care?
We're literally 3 minutes.
You up here telling that you?
I don't care if you take money from somebody. As long as you call them out.
That's bullshit. No, I'm with you. The reason I say that's bullshit, me and Pete Buttigieg had this conversation before. When you take money from a motherfucker, you are beholden to them as a politician.
Prove me wrong.
Somebody has to show me otherwise. Like, they say that I took money from him, but I'm not beholden to him. The reason they don't like somebody like an Elon Musk right now, because as I told y'all before, he's motherfucking Diddy. He's all up in the videos. He's showing y'all, yeah, I'm the motherfucker that spent the most on this campaign. So yes, I have this influence.
The reason
he got your son in the White House telling the president to shut his fucking mouth.
The reason they don't like Elon right now, well, there's multiple reasons, but one reason they don't like Elon right now is because they've realized no matter what they say about Trump, it doesn't work, so they have to pivot to someone else. People have become numb to the criticisms of Trump. It just means nothing. It rolls off people's back.
Elon is valid, though.
But the criticisms about Elon...
Because if you're an American, you have to ask yourself, how come this person who's an immigrant who's only been here 22 years has so much influence over our government? Why is this person dictating why I have a job, why I don't have a job?
Because Americans are disillusioned with rich and powerful people. So if you do not call out the rich and powerful people, not just Elon, these other people as well, if you're not willing to call them out, we're not willing to listen. Now, the thing with Elon is, when he comes out and he goes, hey, we're doing this Doge thing, and we found out that, you know, we've been spending billions of dollars in Social Security payments to people who are dead, and you still get criticism.
Where's the evidence of that, though? I'm not saying these things aren't true, but where's the evidence?
They posted the evidence.
No, they haven't.
Not yet.
They haven't.
yet.
These are things that they're just saying.
Pictures.
They haven't.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, these are things that they're just saying.
I'll take that back. But the perception, at least, is like, I don't know. I think people should be a little bit concerned about this a little bit. Like if you have a company, right, or you have a private investigation or whatever it is, whatever you want to call Doge, a federal investigation into corruption in these government agencies, the American people right now, all-time low confidence in government institutions, right? We know that for a fact. We do not trust politicians. We don't trust government institutions at all. All-time low confidence. When you got a guy coming in going, yo, I'm going to start vetting these government institutions to see if there's some corruption, if they're hiding some money.
But who's vetting this guy?
Hold on. Let me just get it all out. You might be logical here. I'm just telling you, like, emotionally how people are reacting. I don't trust the government. I feel like they're trying to fuck me. Eggs cost $50. This guy's coming in and going, I'm going to look into this shit because I think there's a lot of corruption, there's a lot of waste, and people are getting rich on the side on your money. The second he says he's going to do that, you have this immediate, massive blowback on this guy, right? To me, if you also felt like the government has some inefficiencies and the government has low confidence and the government has this bureaucracy that might be getting in the way of the American people getting what they want, if you're a Democrat as well, you should go, yeah, we should look into that. We should expose any corruption, Republican or Democrat.
It sounds good on his face. But
I'm just saying, real quick.
Okay.
If just looking into something, there's pushback, you hiding something. That's what I'd like. Like, for example, if the police show up to the house.
I don't think it's pushback, though.
Let me just.
No, there is pushback.
There's crazy pushback.
No, it's not pushback.
Hold on.
No,
Let me
it's
just
not
get it out. If the police show up to the house and they're like, we'd like to go in your basement. And the guy's like, why do you want to go into, what, you can't go into my basement. No, we have a, whatever that thing is called, to look into your basement. You can't go to the basement. As a policeman, I'm going, there's some shit in that motherfucking basement. If you are fighting,
or you just know your rights and you know that you can't search my house without a warrant.
I got the warrant. I got a warrant.
But you got a warrant, they don't got to ask.
Well, he got a warrant.
Yeah, but my thing
Those got a warrant.
No, they don't.
They have the right to do it.
Who says who?
The president.
And that's why he got sued. They literally sued. 14 attorney generals around the country literally sued the president saying this is not constitutional.
That's true.
It's unethical. You don't have the right to do this.
Why can't we look into the government institutions to see if there's waste and corruption? Why is that like, you should support this. It's you're paying more taxes than anybody in this room. You should want to make sure that money isn't going to some guy's pocket.
What Schulz is saying is true, but it's not the how. I mean, it's not the why. No, it's not the what, it's the how. Yeah. Nobody cares that yes, if there's waste, if there's government corruption, get an organization to go look into it. But how is it being done? How does this guy, who's not an elected official, who's not even from this motherfucking country, why does this guy have the authority? Who vetted him to say he's okay? And don't you think it's a little, don't you think it's a little bit suspicious?
But the president.
But listen, don't you think it's a little bit suspicious that this person goes in and the first thing he does is start dismantling organizations who've been investigating his corporations? The first thing you do is start firing people and getting rid of organizations that have been investigating you and your corporation.
Yeah, I think that is very concerning.
So when people say pushback, it's not pushback, it's concern. It's like, whoa. Who is this guy? Why does he get to do what he does?
So then the conversation at least should be this. If I'm a Democrat, I think the American people deserve transparency with their hard-earned money that they give us. And they deserve transparency in understanding where that money is going and who's getting paid with that money and how it's being spent. They deserve that because they're busting their ass 40, 50, 60 hours a week. And that money that they are working their ass for that's not going to feed their kids, that's not going to protect their family, is going to these government agencies. They should know if there's waste there. Now, we should also make sure that the people that are investigating that are maybe part of some sort of bipartisan coalition to make sure that there is not a singular agenda that is happening. Here's the problem when you get the bipartisan coalition. You get some Democrats that are getting paid by these fucking corporations to tell the other people in power that are in the part of the coalition, hey, let's not investigate that shit. Let's keep up this little money roll that we got right here because I know I'm getting kickbacks over here, I'm getting kickbacks over here, and I'm getting kickbacks over here. There's no way that any Democrat in government right now believes there's no corruption, there's no inefficiency, there's no money wasted.
I'm with you, but nobody's saying
Can
that.
I say one thing real quick?
Yeah.
I was in Hawaii. There was $12 billion spent on a rail project, and that rail hasn't moved a centimeter in the last like 6 years or something like that.
Shit, California.
There was billions of dollars spent
on homeless people. On like homeless, on $25 billion on homeless, and it got worse.
And then they also had a rail project that never even got off the ground. When you're an American person, right, and you're hearing this information, and you go, okay, there's billions of dollars spent on homeless, but every time I walk out of my house, there's homeless everywhere. They're doing drugs all over the place. Nothing has changed. There's billions of dollars spent on this rail project in California that never even started. There's billions in Hawaii. There's billions all over the country, and nothing's changing. You have to understand why they feel compelled to trust some guy from South Africa.
I don't know if they trust them.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, why?
What you're saying?
Remove trust. Remove trust.
I'm all for the government efficiency thing. I'm just saying, why is this guy the person that gets to do it?
This is the thing.
America should be ran by incompetent Americans, not incompetent fucking foreigners.
But they voted the guy who gave this guy the power to do it.
But tell me,
they said they were going to do this before.
So talking about, no. They told us what Doge was. We didn't know it was going to be like this.
So hold on.
He said he's going to.
So if Democrats and Joe Biden were in power for the last 4 years, they did nothing to remove this government inefficiency. I
agree.
The Democrats in California have done nothing to move that. It's not a rail project. It's like a train to go.
So they did say they're actually not even reaching the amount of cuts that they wanted to do.
They want to do
saying
$2
they want to
trillion.
slash like almost 1,000 jobs from each, or multiple thousands of jobs from each of these agencies. They're not hitting those numbers, those quotas, but they told you exactly what they were going to do before.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
That's
I'm
not
telling
true,
you,
Alex. That's not true. That's not true. They told us that.
Say it. No, say it.
They
Just
told us it was going to be a Department of Government Efficiency, and they said they wanted to decrease the debt of America. They didn't say that they were going to go in and just start firing people.
Well, how do you decrease the debt?
I don't know. But 12,000 jobs in 3 weeks. Talk about 12. Listen, 12,000 jobs in 3 weeks, and you're firing people that you actually need and don't know it. And then when you fire them, you have to rehire them, but don't know how.
Sure, I agree with you. Look, here's the thing. I agree with you. The way that they're going about it is fucked up and wrong.
Yes,
I think we have Vivek on our podcast. Didn't Vivek said he wanted to slash agencies by 2/3, and he was part of this.
Wasn't Vivek the first person to jump off the ship?
I understand, but that's
I don't know if he jumped off.
They jumped. Well, they kicked him off.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
They kicked him off. Yeah.
Ran on that. He was saying, I want to slash all government agencies by 2/3.
Yes.
And the American people
voted
for that.
Yeah.
And this is a government that respects the wishes of the American people.
To your point.
For better or for worse.
To your point, you're absolutely right. Because we've seen the letters that have been written to Donald Trump of people saying, I voted for you. What the hell happened?
Yeah.
Why did I lose my job? You know what? Yeah, absolutely.
And that
right.
could bite the Republicans in the ass come next election.
If Democrats know how to message it correctly.
Now, if it is so, well, actually, no, that's not the right decision, because you should always want the best for America. What I'm trying to say is this is not like whether this is the perfect way to do it or not. What Democrats should understand, and like so many of the conversations on this podcast, I'm like trying to get Democrats to understand like what people actually think. There are people that really support this because they have no faith in these government institutions. They don't trust them, right? What I need Democrats to go is, instead of saying that these guys are assholes for doing that, the messaging should be, yes, we need to vet these things. Yes, we should have done it when we were in power and we didn't. We failed you. We failed you guys by not doing it. But this way right here is too harsh and it's going to hurt you. We don't want to protect corruption. What we want to do is protect you from having institutions that are not staffed properly and cannot help you.
Schulz, here's the thing. You're not wrong, but it's coming from a place of privilege. And I'm going to tell you why. Not white privilege. It's just privilege.
No,
class,
I
right?
get it. It doesn't affect me in the same way. I agree. Yeah.
I was in Maryland 2 weeks ago at my daughter's cheerleading competition. And that's Maryland, D.C. area. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
getting hit the hardest. The amount of people who walked up to me, black people, white people, Asian people, telling me that they were going to lose their job probably because of what Elon Musk is doing. These people weren't Democrats, all Democrats. These people weren't all Republicans.
Yeah.
We were having these conversations. So whether or not they voted for this and they knew this was coming, maybe they didn't really think it was going to impact them. Just like Latinos who voted for Donald Trump didn't know they was really going to send your grandma away. You know what I'm saying? So now we know that elections have consequences.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I agree. Everybody does want some type of government efficiency, but people don't want to lose their jobs. So to your point about how people feel, that's what you tap into, because all that other shit is too much in the weeds. All that other shit we're talking about is way too much in the weeds. Do I have a job or not?
And that's
Can I pay my rent this month or not?
Exactly. And I think Democrats are so focused on not offending. They're so focused on not ostracizing. They're so focused on being progressive that they've lost sight of how to communicate to what people are feeling. You don't have to agree with everything Republicans are doing. You could disagree with every single thing, but you got to find a way to communicate to them in a way that taps into their feelings, and they are so far gone. And they are so far gone.
And another shitty thing is there's so many people that have a lack of empathy for other people, and they don't give a fuck about all these people getting fired. They're just like, oh shit, they're saving us some money.
You know when they gonna care, Alex?
When it hits them.
When it hits them.
Not only that, because well, no, not
now
when.
There's talk of, they're going to take some of this savings and give it.
Social Security.
No, but now there's talks of they're going to take some of this savings and
give it back to the people.
That's going to, everybody's going to celebrate that.
First of all, that's why I love Brilliant Idiots, because I said this. I said when shit hits the fan in 18 months in the economy, I said 18 months after the election, when the economy is fucked up, they just hand out stimmies again. They ahead of schedule because they already see the civil unrest that's happening. Monday on President's Day, there's an organization called, I think it's 50-50, or maybe it's 51-50. There's an organization that led 50 protests throughout all 50 states. This ain't black people, brown people. It's just people who lost their motherfucking jobs and want to know why this dude, Elon Musk, is able to do what he's doing in our government.
I think I think I know what.
So what does Elon say this week after seeing this on Monday?
With all of our savings from Doge,
I'm finding all of this corruption. I'm finding all your taxpayer dollars going to bullshit. I'm gonna keep doing this to make sure y'all can get $5,000. Now, we don't know if this is gonna happen, but what that does, it pacifies people. Now they're like,
I'm gonna get my $5,000.
I'm gonna get not only am I gonna get my $5,000, oh, he's finding all this corruption? Yeah. What is going on with our taxpayer dollars?
Politics. He's playing politics.
Well.
The political game is great.
This is what I think happens. I think that there's like a lot of data that has shown that like the economy is much better for working class people historically under Democratic rule.
Yes, since World War II.
Okay.
Yes.
So we can't deny that, right? Like that's just data and that's facts. And we're obviously in a privileged position, but I think both of us at least come on this podcast and we come from middle class or less than middle class.
And we still talk to people.
And we actually want those people to have the same opportunities that we had to rise above, right?
Right.
So that's where we're coming from, right? This is what I think sometimes happens with Democrats and Republicans too, but I think we've seen a little bit of Democrats. I think Democrats, they think they know what's best for people. So they're like, I know what they think they need, but just like, let us handle this. We got you.
They talk about people they never talk to.
Yes, exactly. So, and the problem with that is you might know what's good for somebody, but if you don't know how to convince them that that is what's good for them, they resent it regardless. And you know what? And Republicans, they might not even be pushing shit that's actually good for people. We don't know. But they know how to tap into what people think they want.
Because all they're saying is you're broke.
Exactly.
You're broke.
Yeah, exactly. But what a broke person doesn't want is somebody in government to be like, yes, you're broke, but it's way better to be broke with us than with them. What someone who's broke wants is, the reason you're broke is because these billion-dollar corporations aren't paying you enough. And the reason you're broke is because your tax money is getting stolen and sent to foreign wars. The reason you're broke is because of all these other reasons.
And
migrants,
and
the migrants, et cetera.
I always say rich people have convinced poor people that, well, that's what I was going to say, people. The rich white man has convinced the poor white man that the liberal white man is taking all their money and giving it to these niggas. And the niggas just...
I was almost there.
No, but I don't just mean, when I say the N-word, I'm just not talking about black people. Because now it's the migrants and everybody. It's just these marginalized group that's not from here is coming over here and taking what's yours.
Yes.
And that is what Republicans have done a great job of convincing a group of people.
And I think that something Democrats can learn is there's one thing, like, let's say they truly believe that their policies are right. We know that some of their policies are not right. We've seen what happened in California. We've seen what happened in plenty of liberal cities, that some of the policies that might have had the best intentions did not
$25 billion
work
spent
out.
on homeless people in California, and the homeless problem got worse.
And you know what? It was with the right intention. We're not saying it wasn't with the right intention. You want to help homeless people. Well, I'm going to operate in good faith.
Okay.
I'm going to go, I think they wanted that to happen. And then it got in the hands of some very like shady, fucked up people, and they didn't execute on that, right? Okay, so we can at least acknowledge it. That's fine. The Democrats have to, one, take that L. They have to, Newsom got to go, yo, we didn't do it good with the homeless. That we fucked up, and you have every right to not trust us. The American people wanting Doge to look into government inefficiency is a direct result of government inefficiency, of hearing $12 billion went to homelessness and more people became homeless. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to at least acknowledge that under your watch that shit happens. And they're not willing to do that. They just go, Elon, bad, too much power over there. Well, when you had all the power, $12 billion went to homelessness and more people got homeless.
By the way, what I was looking up, because I was reading about this the other day, this isn't the first time this happened, right? Like, this happened, President Bill Clinton did this. He took steps to address government inefficiency. He had this thing called the National Performance Review, later named the National Partnership for Reinventing Government. It was led by Vice President Al Gore in '93. He aimed to make the federal government leaner, more efficient, and more customer-focused. And it was the same thing. Cut bureaucracy, reduce the federal workforce by over 377,000 employees, making it the smallest since the 60s. Cost savings. NPR claimed to have saved over $136 billion by eliminating waste, streamlining processes, and reducing unnecessary regulations. Technology and innovation encouraged e-government initiatives such as putting more services online. Federal agencies were asked to focus on measurable outcomes rather than just processes. But the way they did it was the legal way. Like, they put together a regime to go do it. And then they when they found out the inefficiency, they voted on it. Bipartisan legislation was created to do this. These guys are bypassing Congress.
Trump got 4 years.
But I'm saying he's not doing it the right way. So it's not the what, it's the how.
The worst.
Nobody disagrees with you.
The worst thing for the Democrat Party right now would be if it actually works. The worst thing for the Democrat Party is if the debt does go down.
I'll be honest with you, the worst thing, you're right, but honestly, the worst thing that could happen is Elon gives out them $5,000 stimulus checks.
Oh, it's over.
He give out them $5,000 stimulus checks.
It's a wrap.
It's going to be bad for a while.
Imagine what people will feel when they go, by the way, this isn't us giving you money. This is us giving you your hard-earned money back. You deserve this.
Listen, from a political, from a political marketing perspective, it's genius.
Because they understand what people are feeling. And the Democrats, instead of crying about all this and labeling him big bad man and all this other stuff, they should really be paying attention to what the American people are feeling and finding ways for their policies to have messaging that taps into what Americans are feeling. Don't gaslight them.
I'm with you.
Just, you have to understand what they're feeling and then implement policies that tap into that.
And I want to be clear on what I just said. Bill Clinton's efforts to improve government efficiency were primarily carried out through executive action, internal reforms, and bipartisan legislation rather than a sweeping law. So in '93, Clinton launched the NPR, which was led by Al Gore. He didn't need congressional approval for that. It was reducing waste, cutting the red tape, making agencies more government friendly. They cut federal jobs, they streamlined procurement, and improved digital government services. While the NPR itself wasn't legislation, Clinton worked with Congress to pass key bills that reinforce his efficiency goals. That's what folks want. They want democracy. This doesn't look like democracy. It looks like an oligarch came into the motherfucking White House, says, this is what I want to do. Fuck you, Congress. We're going to get rid of all of these people. Do something about it.
You know what you got to look at is, why are we here? Why are we at a point where we trust some guy from South Africa that sends rockets?
It's not because
to
of
the
Democrats, it's because of both. It's because government has failed us forever.
Yes, sure.
Republican and Democrats.
Why are we at a point where we trust a guy from South Africa and a guy who is in real estate and was the star of The Apprentice? How disillusioned with government are we?
Or how stupid have we become?
No, I don't think it's... So that's the shit that kills Democrats. If we don't continue to do what they tell us, we're dumb. Hey, bro, you can call me dumb as much as you want. I'm hungry. How about that? Before I'm dumb, I'm hungry.
I'm with you 100%.
I'm broken, I'm hungry.
So basically, these two motherfuckers are talking my language.
They talking my language because you stopped talking my language. You kept telling me I was dumb when I told you I'm hungry.
By the way, we know this.
We're trying to help them.
I wrote a whole chapter about it in my new book.
I know. We're trying to help them.
And another thing people complain about, oh, nothing gets done in government. It takes so long for anything to happen in government. So they came in and they heard you and they're like, you know what?
We're going to do it right now.
But you know what's so interesting about all of this?
That's really speaking to
I'm not saying anybody in this room is wrong. I'm just saying that when we have these conversations, we're always just speaking to one side of the issue. Because everything we're saying is true. But if you just got fired, if you one of these 12,000 people that just lost your job, or one of these people that's sitting around thinking you about to be on the chopping block, you don't give a fuck. Because guess what? As soon as you lose your job, guess who you are?
Yeah.
The motherfucker that's hungry and the motherfucker that wants to eat. So it's really just...
So they should vote. So they should vote differently. So they should vote in the next election. Yeah. You should absolutely do that. And it sucks for those people, and I hope that they have good severance packages. I hope that they're going to be okay. It does suck. But at the same time, they should look at this and they should vote. And who knows? Who knows what might happen?
And if you did vote Republican, how do the Democrats convince you that they're your answer? Because this is what I've been saying. It's clear the Republicans are gonna fumble. Like 11 recessions have happened. By the way, the way we're going now, Alex, it's still gonna be a recession. Elon Musk already said this. He said it's gonna be very brutal, and then things are gonna get better. We're a for the moment people. Nobody wants to go through the brutal of it all.
Yeah, hunger is in the moment.
Exactly. So you know that they're going to fumble, but do the Democrats have the team to recover the ball?
Well, let's see.
I don't know.
I think they need some people that are outside of the party in order to disrupt. Trump was outside the party, and then he made the entire party morph to him. Democrats will not be able to do this with someone inside the party. It is not possible. is not physically possible. They need someone outside the party who can disrupt the party and change the party and make it become a complete new identity that people can have faith in.
I agreed with that in 2020. I agreed with that in 2024. I don't know if I agree with that in 2028.
All depends on how Trump does.
Exactly. If all the wars are done, if the debt goes down.
If Trump does well, it don't even matter.
That's what I'm saying. If all the wars are done, the debt goes down, he's handing out $5,000 from savings, so your money back in your pocket. What can the Democrats even do?
If he's alive, whoever he says to vote for is winning the election. Like, it's not even...
If it works out.
If it works out.
Yeah.
And
if it doesn't work out, the Dems will get it back. And they'll be like, I told you so.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If it doesn't work out, it's going to be, this party did all this fucked up shit to you.
If the Democrats can message that.
All you got to say is look what they did.
They can do that because
I'm with you.
They did that in 2020. They were able to do that in 2020. And they would be like, look what he did. He caused all this. This is the problem.
I'm with you.
Vote against this.
But to everybody's point in this room, people got to feel it. If they don't feel it, if shit gotta go, shit gotta hit the fan.
Yeah.
2020, it felt like shit was bottom of the barrel. We were in the motherfucking house. Motherfuckers wanted to get outside. It was riots in the street. Shit gotta be like that. If it's just okay. I'm talking about small things. $3,000 stimulus checks here and there. Some money's being able to be saved here and there. Some wars are stopped here and there. If it's just a little bit, Republicans will win.
If I'm a Democrat politician right now, I am championing the victories of the Trump administration when they happen. In other words, if Doge does find incredible government inefficiency and does save money, I am championing that. If the wars have stopped, I am championing that. And I am messaging that I am not going to be this like partisan hack that's just going to ride the company line. What I'm going to do is when the other side gets something that's good, I'm going to fucking say that from my chest and say, we should have done that shit. That's fire. And I'm telling you, all these disillusioned Democratic voters, myself included, are going to go, ooh, I like this guy over here.
What's one of my favorite lines that I've been saying? If you lie to people about Democrats, they won't tell you. They won't believe you when you tell the truth about Republicans.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Yes, when they do something good, you should say it. I 100%.
And right now it's too
agree
early
with
to
that.
tell.
Say again.
Right now it's
too early to tell. We don't know.
It's too early to motherfucking tell. We got here by talking about Stephen A. Smith. I want y'all to know that. I want you to know that.
That's why he's the GOAT, bro.
No, because we got away from talking about him. And not once in all of that beautiful soliloquy did you say he was the answer.
I don't think Stephen A. Smith is the answer.
And that's all. This is why, by the way, come on. Let me tell you something. This is why podcasting is the greatest medium ever. Because we just said a lot of shit. I'm sure people got a lot of jewelry from that over the last 25 minutes.
Yeah.
But we could have just said that from the beginning. We don't think Stephen A. is the one.
Yeah.
But nope, that's not what podding is about.
Nah,
that's not what podding is about.
Nah.
But to your point, just to put a button on it, I would love to see Jon Stewart run.
Oh my God.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
That'll be the dream.
We have all of these conversations about what celebrity should. It ain't even that Jon Stewart is a celebrity. I just think Jon Stewart would make a damn good politician.
Because he wants to help people.
He's done it. He's used his platform to actually get legislation pushed. There's nobody better with messaging. He'll kill you in a debate.
Crush.
He's knowledgeable. When I look at Jon Stewart, that is a person who I'd be like, yo, God wants you to be president, yo. Bro, God wants you to be governor, something.
Did you see him when he was talking to that lady? I forget, was it?
Jen Psaki?
Yeah, he was talking about the audits. He's like, so what is a government audit or whatever? She's like, oh, that's when they check to see if all the money is going to the right places or whatever like that. And he's like, well, why hasn't one ever been completed to satisfaction or something like that? I'm butchering this. And then she's like, oh, well, because certain reasons. And he's like, so it's never happened. So you're not auditing the spending. So there could be spending that's going in places that we have not approved. And then she's just kind of there frozen. He's a Democrat.
Because she knows it is.
Thank you.
I'm not disagreeing. Everything you're saying,
that's
saying
why
about
people are going to let
longest.
that South African motherfucker run up in these agencies.
But I will say
because they're lying.
I'm going to be honest with you. And I can't believe I'm saying this as a black man. I don't like that.
You don't like what?
An African running up in our street. I don't like listen, like at some point. And by the way, that's the other reason Democrats can't say anything. There's a lot of things Democrats can't say. They can't call out the billionaires, the people taking money for being billionaires, because a lot of them are doing it. They can't motherfucking call out Elon Musk because they're the pro-immigration party. We all are. But I don't want him in our shit. Who made him qualified to do this?
The non-political, like Democratic, what are they called? What are they called? Like the people that are like stumped for Democrats. Like the non-politician Democrat shills are not relatable in any way, right? They're like Harvard, Yale educated, Okay, Mark Cuban, I think, is a different one. I think he's somebody who's like actually earned and he's created his own life. But so many of them are these like Harvard, Yale educated like nepo babies who are out here telling you like how to live and how you should vote when they've never had a real job in their life. And they're like the darlings. It's like, how did the party of the working class become fourth generation nepo babies? Like, that's who we're looking to tell us how to think and what to vote for?
That's why we love Clinton, because of where he was from.
Yes.
That's why we loved Obama. Obama wasn't so, he didn't have so much baggage.
Celebrities.
I don't want some fucking...
Every time they go towards celebrities and celebrities are making videos, like that shit it turns me off.
Bro, there was there was this like Kennedy grandson that was talking shit about me. And because we had like JFK's grandson or something like that. I forget this guy's name. And he was like talking shit about me. And it's like all on TikTok and everybody's like, yes, queening him and yes, queening. It's like, that can't be the poster child for the party of the working people. The guy who's never earned anything in his life, the guy who was born on third base, thinks he hit a triple, the guy who gets into Harvard and Yale, not off of merit at all, because daddy built a library, or granddaddy built a library, or great-granddaddy built a library. That can't be your poster child, because the working class people look at that kid, right? Who is I think he's a journalist, a political journalist for Vogue, esteemed political outlet Vogue. They look at this kid, the working class people, and they go, fuck you. How dare you tell me how I should think? You never worked a day in your fucking life.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm just telling you, these people, I mean, I feel a little bad for the kid because he's like, he had like a mental breakdown. Like he has mental illness, and I have a lot of mental illness in my family.
But here's the thing.
No. I'm in all seriousness. Like he's.
That's not your fault, though.
No, exactly. No, but I have like.
That's not your fault.
And that's the thing about mental illness is like mental illness don't care if you're a trust fund kid.
No,
they don't care if you're broke or if you're a trust fund.
But that's
kid.
what I was gonna say to Alex. Like, I can't discredit celebrities. I can't discredit this Kennedy kid because they're still Americans at the end of the day.
No, they are. They have the right to speak. What I'm saying is, if you're a party, you go, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, you can't tell working class people what to do because you never worked. You never had a real job. You never earned anything in your life.
But is he,
everything?
So he's actually like a pundit? He's
like one of these like TikTok yes queen
he's
Democrats. Like, and it's just
Okay.
like, that's not who you want to rally behind. A mentally ill trust fund nepo baby that's never had a real job in his life cannot be like the poster child for the party. Those are the kids you go, yo, you're rich. You never done anything with all the privilege you had. Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Let him talk, just don't amplify him.
Just go to Cape Cod and shut your mouth.
Yeah,
That's what you do.
Let him talk, just don't amplify him.
No, everybody's allowed to speak. But what I'm saying is if you're the party, you're going, okay, maybe we should go back to like actual people who work.
So listen.
Like AOC is way more relatable to the working class people.
So to that point, why listen to Elon or Trump then?
That's how delusional we've become. Think about that. The American people have nobody. So they're looking at a billionaire like Trump and relating to him. Think about that. Like, what's happened? They're looking at a guy like that. Like, Elon obviously came from a lot of money and success, but they feel so not met by their concerns because they're tired of like Democrats going finger wagging, going, oh, you're so dumb for not understanding what we're saying. I'm sorry, you weren't educated over at Harvard or Yale or Brown. You're just not sophisticated enough to understand intersectionality and all this shit. It's like, bro, how much are eggs? That's all I care.
Yeah, Schulz, you're not wrong, but it's hard to say.
And I think people give Elon a little grace because they see what he's done thus far.
What has he done?
Tesla, SpaceX.
That ain't got shit to do with our government.
But they're like, hey, this guy he can take a company and make it bigger. Maybe he can take our government and improve it. Like, I think
he's actually done things in life. He's not just resting on the laurels of his like father's name. He's actually created things that have changed the world. So you look at somebody like that, and I understand why somebody who is really hurting and desperate and sees somebody become the richest human being on earth and develop all these companies and go, well, maybe he could do something to help me. I can see why that person might have a little bit of hope.
I don't know if I'm with you, but I don't think people look to Elon for that. I think they look to Trump for that.
Either one.
Yeah.
You see why they have some hope there.
Yeah, and to see Trump take a back seat, which is the other thing that should be very concerning to people. He's willingly taking a back seat. He's doing interviews where he's sitting down while Elon is standing up and letting Elon control the room.
He's 80 years old. He's like, all right, let this motherfucker.
That's what it feels like.
Or he
got the Neuralink shit in his head and fucking Elon's controlling. Right?
I mean, it could
Right?
be that. It could be
Now.
That's funny.
That's what. No, I'm not being
That's
joking.
funny.
I'm
That's
not joking.
That's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Elon got the Neuralink shit in Trump's head and he's
That's
controlling
a good
him.
movie. That's a good movie.
That's good, or he could just be like, hey, Elon, you do all the talking, you take all this heat.
Yes, because
And I'm
when
just gonna champion
you're
the win.
absolutely right. Because when
like that.
What did I say? What did I say that we cut out of the podcast 2 weeks ago?
What did you say?
What did I say?
I forgot.
That word that ends in it?
No. What did I say when I said?
Nigga, you say a lot of things that get cut out. So
Well, when I was talking about what's going to end up happening with Elon.
Oh, yeah. But I don't think that's going to happen because I think he likes someone else taking the hits.
Yeah.
I think Trump likes being loved and taking none of the pushback.
It is interesting, though, because they asked him, is J.D. Vance his successor? And he said no. So it's like, what is it? Like, what's
He might not be.
Because Barron ain't going to be ready to run.
No.
They changed shit to make it 21.
And we don't know what JD wants. JD might not want to be president.
He's a savvy motherfucker. Though.
That motherfucker. Hey, listen. You want to talk about? Hey, you want to talk about somebody?
Nah, he ain't savvy.
No. Let me tell you.
He's been smart enough to shut the fuck up.
Well,
since they got in the White House.
Here's the thing about him, and this is why you got to take him very seriously. That kid grew up poor.
Yeah.
Very difficult households. Rises out of real poverty and very troubling situation. Goes to Yale. Navigates like Ivy League Yale. When you're in those schools, it's like a lot of nepotism. There's a lot of different, like, you're not welcome here type shit. He's socially intelligent enough to navigate that world while also having like enough connections to back home to put out that film, right? What was the film he put out?
The book, Hillbilly, was it Hillbilly Energy? Hillbilly something. What was this shit called?
Whatever.
Hillbilly Eilish. There's and then the movie gets put out, ends up becoming part of government. Like, this guy knows how to navigate social situations very well. What does he actually believe? I don't know. Jury's still out on that.
Hillbilly Elegy.
Hillbilly Elegy. So what does he do? I don't exactly know. And I think he's savvy enough to kind of go wherever the wind takes him. But do not take that guy lightly, is what I will say.
In that debate, you saw him mold and become a completely different person.
Son, he shit all over Trump. He shit all over Trump and then becomes his running mate.
Yeah, but that's the Republican way, though.
It doesn't matter what it is. You have to have a level of emotional intelligence to cross that very treacherous water to get to the other side.
The only reason I push back on that a little bit is because that's what politics are. Democrats don't realize that. Democrats will cannibalize their own and then say fuck their own forever.
Yeah, they don't.
Republicans will go out there, do all of that shit like that, but when it's time to click up,
it's wrestling.
That's it. That's why they say Republicans fall in line, Democrats fall in love. Like that. So and the other reason I think JD did so well at the debate, and I told Tim Walz this actually, is because he was out there battle tested. Tim Walz wasn't on Sunday morning news every Sunday, taking the hits, answering the questions. Even if he was sounding stupid or whatever, he didn't care. He was just out there sharpening his sword, sharpening his sword, sharpening his sword. So when it came time for that debate,
he's ready to go.
JD, like, I done got beat up in the media. You ain't never dealt with none of this.
Yeah.
Tim Walz never recovered from that debate.
No.
Like, from that debate on, it was like, why did she pick this guy again? Why didn't she go with Shapiro?
Yeah. I mean, he's just fucked up because he lied. You can't be a liar. Like, and if you are a liar, you gotta lie good.
Lie good?
He didn't even lie good.
Republicans are more sincere about their
He lied
lies
about shit that
than
don't even make
Democrats
sense.
are about their truth.
He was like, I was on the bus with Rosa Parks.
And when you
We're
get
like, there's no way
and
you
when
was
you
on the
get
bus.
caught in your lie, like, no, this is how it went down.
Yeah.
Sounds so committed to your lie that the person accusing you of lying looks like they're
a liar.
lying.
Exactly.
Listen, this has been your political talk from the Brand this week. Let's pay some bills.
Guys, listen, okay? It's time. It's the season. It's always the season, bro. You might not have a prop gun. You know, you got to come with the real thing. You got to come with the hammer, the blammer, or the whammer. Do you know what the whammer is?
No, what's that?
That's the white hammer. You got to come with the whammer or the blammer, okay? And the way that you do that is you get chewed up. Blue Chew, same active ingredients inside Viagra, Cialis, okay? But this is the Chew. This is one that we rock with, okay? The ones that the bags get sticky with. The first thing that you take when you realize you're not gonna do 24 years in prison, and you gotta go to your girl, you gotta make her so happy that she stood by your side when you were facing a quarter century. It's the Chew, okay? That's what you gotta do. You can go right now. You can get your first month free. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. You go to bluechew.com, use the promo code IDIOTS. It's that simple. Now let's get back to the show.
ASAP Rocky not guilty.
Yo. That's so I haven't been really following the trial. Was it pretty obvious that this guy was setting him up? Like, explain how something like this happens.
It's pretty obvious the guy was lying. ASAP Rocky had a prop gun. Right, so he had a prop gun that he had from music videos that he said he would carry around I guess not scare people, but for some form of protection.
Right.
And I guess he can't carry a real gun because he's got priors or whatever. But also, I don't know why he just wouldn't hire armed security. But they got the guy ASAP Relly on a phone call, basically saying he was trying to extort ASAP. And when the guy said to him, like, "Yo, this is." You can't, say, hey, if you give me this, I won't testify, whatever. Something you can play the call tail if you got it, but I'm like, basically, and the Relly is like, well, I don't want to do that because then that's like a crime. He knows what he's attempting to do, and he's on a phone call saying, like, if I, you pay me, I'll just disappear to an island or some shit like that. And then it's like,
who's he calling?
I forgot. I don't know who he was on the phone with.
Are these jail calls?
No,
like he knows
was out. He was out.
But they know they're being recorded? Like
the guy recorded him.
Oh my.
The guy recorded him. And they said he committed perjury on the stand because they had videos saying that, he was at a shooting range in LA and he was like, I never was at a shooting range in LA, but they got video of him at the shooting range in LA. Then when they played the phone calls back for him, he was like, that's not real, those are fake. You could just tell it was some bullshit. You could tell it was a shakedown for some money. There was an altercation clearly, but not guilty. I think that's the right verdict.
Well, it must be the right verdict if the guy's lying, right?
That's what it seemed like to me. And that's what they say now. They say now he might be facing charges of perjury.
Who? Relly?
Yeah, Relly.
Yo, don't go lying on people, man.
Bro, that's the world we live in.
But I couldn't really hear the same. But the comment is that man said it's an AI of him. How do we stop that?
Stop what?
Like, can't you say now in court if there's any recording of you that it wasn't you, it was just an AI? How do you figure out if something is AI?
I've heard AI calls. They don't sound like this.
God, there must be like a metadata.
It's like they don't. I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
Wow. Well, good for ASAP, man, or good for Rocky. Shit, ASAP.
Good for Rocky. Could you imagine having to leave Rihanna?
Bruh. And your kids.
And your kids, yes.
Also that. Most importantly, the kids.
Yes, absolutely.
Just the kids. More the kids we're concerned about. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
That's what you meant to say, of course.
Yes, I did.
Because you're family. You're a family man.
You're family.
You're a family man. Yeah.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Son, the way he dove over that banister.
You goddamn right. I want to be in the safest arms on the planet. I don't know if that's his mom and his sister and Rihanna. I don't know who that is, but these are clearly women that love him. I want to be with y'all. Mama, I will listen to you for the rest of my life. I promise you I'm never talking to these YNs ever again.
So what does ASAP do now?
I don't know, man, because I think it's very disrespectful that ASAP got found not guilty, and people immediately start asking for a Rihanna album. He's a rapper. Y'all don't want to hear nothing from ASAP. Like, I'm listening to people, they're like, yeah, now maybe Rihanna will drop an album. What about him? He's the one with the story to tell. Like, he just fucking beat a case where he was about to go to jail for 24 years, and y'all want another Rihanna album?
Nah, that's crazy.
Rihanna's on it, too.
Nah, you ain't wrong, but I want another Rihanna.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How disrespectful is this,
Nah, we
man?
do need a Rihanna album. We do need a little Rihanna album right now.
Album, like 2 years ago, he dropped one.
I don't remember. Yeah. But he got a whole new story to tell. I like ASAP. I've always fucked with ASAP. I think he's always been a gentleman, man.
How'd they prove it was a prop gun?
You said what?
How'd they prove it was a prop gun?
I don't think there was no bullet. Yeah, there was no bullets. Like the guy said he got shot.
He got shot in his hand. There was a mark, but they're saying, hey, that could have happened from anything.
And I think other people testified that it was a prop gun.
But there was a noise. There was a pop. but it could have been the prop gun.
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Yo.
Because to be honest with you.
Shout out America, man. Yo, America's really the best country in the world, man.
But I knew, listen.
Yo.
When ASAP said, yo, I'm not taking this plea deal, I was like, yo, he's either insane or he knows something we don't know.
Somebody, I saw maybe 50 posts about it or something, but it was like the charge, like the amount of time he should get if he was convicted guilty and what they were offering with the plea kind of showed the hands of the prosecution. In other words, they were offering like a really light sentence compared to what he should have gotten. And usually when you offer that, it kind of shows that the what's it called doesn't have, what is it called? The prosecution doesn't really have a strong case. So once they felt that the prosecution doesn't have a strong case,
it's like, oh, yeah.
Because I guess there is no way to prove that the injury happened from the gun.
Yeah. I could have got it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, you got to prove you didn't have it, you hung out with the guy with the prop gun, and immediately afterwards you had it. Yeah. And if you don't have pictures and shit to show that, now that's ballsy on their end. So what, he just shoots him, like, on purpose in his hands?
He didn't shoot him.
No, like the allegation.
Oh, yeah. Like, they were having an altercation, and then ASAP takes out a gun because he felt disrespected by something going on, said, and then...
In the hand he shoots him?
No. He just shot at him, and it just happened to hit his hand.
Yo, man, not guilty.
Yeah, not
I don't
guilty.
know what the fuck happened,
Not
to be honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and act like I was following it. I just did it
No,
today.
they just have a video of it, though.
Yeah, but you couldn't really see on the video what was going on. You
They
just
got
saw
a
them
video
like
of the
tussling.
gun?
Like, you just see,
You see them
two guys
tussling.
face to face, the little tussle, and then...
I don't even see him with a gun.
No, I seen the video of the gun.
You did?
Yeah. But it's
I ain't
clearly
see
a prop gun.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it.
It's clearly a prop gun.
I just saw him do his fingers. Tubi shit. If you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you listen to this podcast, you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Peace.